Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thanks so much for joining us here. It's Wednesday, and as you can tell, we've had 2 days off, and so we are getting our week started, and we've got an incredible show, 3 hours of jewelry. It is really where you can kick back, relax, kind of take a break from, I love to think of this as like our little respite from reality, and while we have so many exciting things here, we've got great values that can make fine jewelry a reality that, let's face it, it would not be anywhere else. Isn't that right? We've got museum level pieces. We've got gorgeous gems. We've got amazing mountings and creative designs and some classics as well. And as a matter of fact, speaking of classics, we've got something we've never had before. It is a bangle. Now, we brought you plenty of bangles, thousands of them in fact, but there has never been a bangle with a solitaire diamond quite like we're going to see tonight. It's really simple minimalism at its best, that quiet luxury that we're seeing a lot of in fashion and in jewelry right about now. So we do have that on the way if you tend to be someone who wants to get something that you're going to wear truly every day. This bangle will be that. We also have a couple Tanzanites. I've got two. Got a round, got another round. The good news is two different sizes for you so that depending on what your own style is, what your own taste is, or what your price range is, we got you covered tonight in round Tanzanites. Then we also have a yellow diamond. Now, it was just on Sunday, had a bigger yellow diamond right at the very finale of our show. It was very quick to go. It was a carat 32. Today we have the carat 29. Only a couple points difference. What does that do for you? It brings you a much bigger stone than the 1 carats we usually see, but not quite the price tag of a 2 or 2.5, but gives you the look. So it's a great way to save money on a bigger yellow diamond for you. And then there is this gorgeous zircon earring. We have trillion cuts. They are so fantastic. Trillion cut blue zircons. Can you even imagine it? It is like, we always say this, with the rounds in the zircon, they're magnificent. It takes all that double refraction and really gives it an amazing property. Well, today we have the trillion cuts, and if there's anything that can outdo a round, it is the trillion. We've got very few to go around. That's why I'm letting you know right now. Actually, we're going to do this at the first half-hour point of the show. So bottom of this hour, 28 minutes from now, we'll bring you those zircon earrings, okay? There are only a few pairs, great-looking stones. The turquoise we love of zircons, but of course, a great cut. And then any requests you have, listen, we got a pretty full complement of jewelry, so whatever it is you might be looking for, we are going to break out some museum pieces. Wait do you see this? You know, it was just last week I had a very important yellow or pink diamond rather. It was a pink diamond. Now what was it, a 1/4 carat? The interesting thing is I have a 1/4 carat pink diamond, but there are 2 in 1 ring. You think that's elite? Wait till you see what cut they are, how it's designed. It is beautiful and really rare. So we've got that on the way, as well as a lot of affordable. You know, this is where you guys are the early birds. You're ready to go. You know what I do. I stack and really front load this show with our best values. You're going to see one right now. It is a huge pink zircon. And do not let that fool you on the price tag. 1125327 starts us off on a Wednesday. Our week just kicking off here, right? It is our Monday here around TVON parts. So awfully excited to bring this to you. It is a 544. That's the carat weight on that pink zircon. Pretty major, isn't it? But that's not it. There's a lot of yellow gold. There are diamonds in tow. Beautiful design, floral leafy-like look, pave, millgrain, you got it all. And in a yellow gold mounting that I can switch. If you'd rather have it in white or rose, let us do that for you, free of charge. And there goes my light. I'm going to be doing this all night long, so I'm going to be definitely getting my steps in. I only did 3 miles today anyway, so I needed to do that. So let me walk across the studio here and see if I can get our light back on. And that's going to be kind of the challenge throughout the show tonight. So again, okay, well, maybe there we go. You want to man it for a whole day? Do you want to do it? I promise you, if you turn on the air more like maybe 2, it'll work. It's 100 and some degrees outside. So anyway, I'll do the reminding. I got to do that. All right, so let's blow this out. And if you have a fabulous, fabulous request, get them in. I know, Tim, you already had a request, something you're looking for. That sounds good. So we can work on that, find you virtually anything jewelry related. And this one is going to be, well, our $39.99 pink zircon. It's a big one. You know, these were only discovered back in 2020 out of a mine in Sri Lanka that produced mostly the orange and the browns. But look what we got there for you. Very special pinky red. These are those more saturated pinks, so they give you cranberry reds, purples, pinks, a lot of sophisticated pink colors, and yet huge size. Watch this. That's a great value at $39.99. We're making it a little bit better. Okay, a lot better. Let's start the show off right. I got giveaways all day. That's really what we're doing here tonight, so expect the unexpected and get on the phone lines early, because that's the key with what we do is one of a kind. So, you know, what you see is what you get, and that's the thing. You got to dial in early if you want to make that your very own piece, because there's going to be a lot of people loving these values here tonight. I can promise you that. We even have Kunzite and pink diamond hoops. Yes, I said it, pink diamond hoops and diaspores that are affordable. So it's going to be wild, but let's make this $999 first caller, okay? So that just makes it easy and affordable right out the gate. It's got to be one of our bigger values we've seen in recent memory. And to get 544, I've had 544s. I've had 5 and 4 and 3 carats that have been 4 times this price in pink zircons right here on this show, not in some retail store. Like right here, they're not even in retail. Don't you love that? You're getting something that is a natural stone that really goes back 4.4 billion years since they developed in the earth, and yet this is affordable like $9.99. So we'll give it 30 seconds, then we're going to move. We've got Kunzite, turquoise. I know the turquoise lovers have been having a field day lately, especially in these first minutes of every show. We've had a lot of turquoise earrings, rings, and necklaces. I've got another necklace today. We also do, if you've been loving our new super high fashion burnished diamonds in gold, we've got a new piece for you today that is a heart shape. And then we also have a Diaspore that is very affordable, and Kunzite, and the pink diamond earrings. Okay. So the pink diamond earrings are really cool. They're going to be pave in the pink diamonds. We're going to show those next, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So get ready, because they're going to be affordable. And if you're already trying to, let's say, add to your pink diamond collection, perhaps, like maybe you know you have a ring that you love, or you want to pick up that one we have later, there's going to be an earring to match coming up. So we'll do that as well. So this one's going to be here for the moment. Let's take a look at these, though. They're wild. You get rose gold and pink diamonds that are natural. We don't do anything but. So that's really important. And you've got the rose gold earring here. It's 112. No, actually, whoa, 111-2100. So they go way back. And this is when we could make a pave diamond, pink diamond earring. But this is the problem. We have literally 2 pairs to go around. You may want to get both and just stack them up if you have more than one piercing. If you are a gift giver that wants to give luxury without spending luxury prices, well, here's the way you do that as well. Because we only have 2 pairs. They're going to fly on out of here. I promise you that. There are 2 pairs rose gold only. They are ready to go. They ship out tomorrow. So it could not be easier in the next couple days, probably for a lot of you. By the time the weekend arrives and you go out on that weekend, fabulous, whatever you got planned, you're wearing your pink diamond earrings and you're enjoying something that most people will never have. Let alone, I think a lot of people wouldn't even dream of owning something like this. It is that level of rare. So to get something like this and maybe pick them up, because I'm telling you right now, I'm discounting them about 75% off of where they used to, actually maybe more, because they started out at $39.99. Actually, it will be more than 75% off. So if you're already doing the math, you're probably getting a really good idea of where they're going and how affordable they're going to be. But this is the time to pick them up. And again, 2 pairs, both in rose. Item number is 2100. So again, it goes way back to a 111 number. So I'll tell you, they're going to be 14 points in the pink diamonds overall in the earring. But it's going to be that style we really enjoy. Let me show you the length they're going to give you, because they're not going to be all that large. So this is not that oversized style. So let's take a look at what you get here. And as shadow as they may be, well, look at that. There's going to be your 1/2 inch. So it's a really wearable design. That's a snap bar closure. It's got the straight bar closure to it. Hinges at the bottom, opens right on up, then clicks closed. And you can wear them reversed. We did the solid gold. That's the solid mirror finish rose gold in the back. So if you wanted to flip them around, wear them reversed, you can. That's no problem either. So feel free to do that. And then guess what we're going to do? Well, what did I tell you? We were going to do, what, $39.99? $29.99. Well, half of $29.99 is still going to be $1,500. Half of $1,500 is still going to be $750. I'm going lower than that. This is not an earring you want to wait on. 2 pairs. I'm going to try one on as well. Obviously, you're going to get a pair, so don't worry about that. 1/2 inch, which tends to be a really wearable style of hoop that we're loving every day. You know, you put them in. I would say even a 1/2 inch does work sometimes too if you want to wear them in the second piercing. That's not a problem. So take a look. I oftentimes do that and really like that look, and you can still have comfort built in. You can just, you know, rest your head on the pillow without any kind of discomfort, nothing, no backings that are going to be piercing the back of the neck or anything like that. And we're going to make them, look at that, beautiful and simple and clean, and yet rose gold, which is a great combination with the pink diamonds, and we'll make them really affordable. They're not even $750 or $699 or $599. When I say we give away jewelry, we give away jewelry, unlike we're used to seeing in today's day and age. And we'll get you a close-up look at the, again, identical earring here. There's going to be 2 pairs only. Let me know know if you'd like a pair, and then you are probably completing the set. If you're lucky enough to have a ring or a pendant already, you could get the whole collection. Earring would be probably the toughest way to go in a pink diamond, whether it be stud or drop. And this is that, of course, hoop style. And they're going to be $499 for the pair. So that is certainly reasonable, probably our most affordable idea that we'll see of the night. Now, of course, the only probably exception to that rule would be an auction. You know, that you never know what an auction's going to do or what it's going to go for. So that would probably be the only occasion where we may very well see something under $499. But again, it's up to you to dial in if you'd like those. $499 for the pair, pink diamonds that are natural, and you're getting those 14 points. And of course, they're in the rose gold. So that is a wonderful way to shop a pink diamond hoop and get something in one of the rarest stones of the world. And then, of course, there is that big pink diamond bypass that I'll show you. It is so amazing. This pink diamond ring, I'm going to show you on my hand here because I mentioned it already. A couple people probably wondering what on earth could that be like to get 2 1/4-carat pink diamonds that are, get this, they're not ovals, they're radiant cut. So you have one centered up here, one centered up there, and then that's going to create that beautiful luxury bypass design. We only have this one ring. Obviously, I would love to have more, but that is not a possibility because we used both larger pink diamonds together. So that's going to be 112-8527. This is what I was mentioning that is coming up that I've never quite seen the likes of before. And the fact it's also 18-karat gold. There are 1/4-carat almost. It's 49 points among the two. So figure one is going to be 25, the other is probably 24. And that's going to be a pink diamond, very large in the middle. And then that's flanked by more pink diamonds, 15 points of halos, 61 points in the white diamonds as well. That creates that luxury bypass. So think about what would happen if it was just one of these sections. Think about how luxury that would be. We've seen 1/4-carats. What did it go for the other day? You know, something that should have been I think it was $12,999 actually, was a $13,000 ring. Well, essentially we've doubled that up because you have nearly 1/4-carats on each side. So that's going to be the 49 points. It's all 18-karat gold. It's going to have 15 points in pink diamond halo, 61 points in the white diamonds as well. And that's what we talk about when we put 2 really big pinks that we've never really had a style like that before. So as we look at the pink diamond earrings, to remind you what you can get, because the ring is not going to be $499. The ring is not even going to be, I don't know, $49,999 would be a real great value. But see how deep those pinks are, and they are radiant. So you've got really saturated pink, almost lavenders, and then the pink diamonds around them and the white diamonds around that. And of course, a really wearable style in the bypass because it sits nice and low profile. So our pink diamond hoops here, if you'd like them. Let's get to our Diaspore. And speaking of really cool ways to do colors of diamonds, well, we have another one. This is going to be yellow diamonds with your Diaspore, and what a great combination that makes. It's item number 112-6514. And again, welcome into Wednesday. Let me know if you have any requests whatsoever. We'll help you out with those. But this is the lovely, lovely. Isn't that pretty? It's a really pretty green, golden, and then there's going to be a pinky mauve lavender that comes through. Of course, this being a color changing stone. We have one. It's carat 20. You get the yellow diamond halo first. That's going to be your 9 points in the yellow diamonds. Then 60 points in the white diamonds around that. And that is going to be for one caller only as well. Just like we had, let me tell you, the pink zircon. 5 carat 44 pink zircon in gold. $9.99 is still here. That's probably the most screaming value, and I know that it takes a minute to get everybody gathered on a Wednesday night when we've been off for 2 days, and everybody's going, oh yeah, wait a minute, we got shopping to do, or at least window shopping, or at least pieces to look at, or let's tune in and see what's new and what's hot, and what's coming up in jewelry, and what's the latest, and what am I not going to see in retail for months or years from now. We can bring it to you first. But here's a stone that, again, try to find that in retail. Not very often will you. It's our carat 20 one source color changing gem. So extremely important stone. Of course, you're going to see the color change in different lights as you go from one light to another. Fluorescent light's going to give us what you see here, kind of those golden greens. It's a kiwi color. Then you've got the pinks and the purples. Come on over and take a look at it. And it's 9 points in the yellow, 60 points in the white diamonds, and one fabulous ring that's going to stay as it is as far as the yellow and the white gold. See, the whole ring's done in white gold except for just your setting for that center and the yellow diamonds around it, and we're going to make this a better value than you can ever imagine. I know our Diaspores, they're getting more and more limited, and certainly the world is starting to get educated as to what this stone is all about, the luxury of it, the beauty of it. Well, We're very excited that we can bring one affordably. It doesn't need to be a lot of money to get into real rare around here, and that's the beauty of what we do. No matter how rare it is, we find a way to bring you that value. And this one's not $59.99 any longer, which certainly helps out on that front. We're going to make it so much more reasonable for you, and all you have to do, please call, because again, the best thing you can do is get on those phone lines and make it yours first. I don't have a second, third, fourth option here. This is it. My other Diaspore that they brought out new, well, it's the same size. We're on the hand. It's the same size stone, but it's literally bigger price tag. So I would say take this one for value. It's not lacking. It's actually upgraded with the yellow diamond. So that's another big upgrade. I don't know, guys, the light, Tony, is on, but I don't know if we iris down a little bit at all. It looks a little dark to me, and the light is on at the moment. So we'll just play with it, see if we can brighten it up a bit, because I don't know if that's, the setting changed at all. But here we are with a better value than $59.49 or $39.99. So it is going to be yours to take advantage of. But come on in. There's only one. And we're going to make sure that, that's the thing I can guarantee is that it's going to look better in person. Because again, it's really just about, giving you all this amazing quality, but I wouldn't say this is always the best light to see it in. When you see it in person, get ready to be really wowed and blown away. Of course, there's the beauty of what I can't show you. Try to show you everything I can here to make sure that you see everything there is to know about your piece before it gets home. But there are certain things with color changing stones, I can't show you how it changes color until it's actually in a different lighting. And you have to go to incandescent for that. So if we got the mood lighting going on and it was all candlelight, and maybe it was dinner time and it was outside dining al fresco and you've got the candlelight going, that's when you would see that stone turn to a purple, pink, mauve tone. So you're seeing different colors depending on the light source you're in. But let's blow it out right now. It's not going to be $39.29, even $19.99. Seems quite reasonable for a carat 21 source color changing stone. I will do better. I'm going to make it $9.99 as well, so that our early birds are here ready to go. There's a sphene mark down too. So in our other color change one source stones, we got the sphene. We've got a new pendant brooch coming up. It's going to be lovely. It's going to have some different tourmaline and aqua together. It's really creatively done. So we've got that coming up. Oh, and a new Brazilian tourmaline. We got the Brazilian paraiba in quartz, a new one. It's gigantic. It's 5.5 carats in size. And then for those of you loving the mint tourmalines, I did have a new one here today that's coming up. I know we've been loving these, and look how bright that is. Minty. I would say that's our brightest of the mint. Sometimes they tend to be a little softer and more pastel. That one's giving you the bright, bright, bright nature, which has got that neon pop. So all of that coming up in this show, and maybe a few more as well. Here is our Kunzite. Look at this one. This is our big emerald cut. It's actually an elongated emerald cut, which is kind of interesting to say because they're all elongated, but some are more so than others, this one being a little extra. 1128578 is your item number. It's a 556 in the Kunzite emerald cut, and just fabulous. So we've got, again, everything's been under $1,000 so far. That will not continue throughout most of the evening. So if that's your budget, you've got a lot of great rare pieces to choose from. If I would have told you in an email today that, hey, tonight at TVON, I'm going to have all the rarest stones like pink diamonds and diaspores and pink zircon under $1,000, I think there'd be a lot of people lined up ready to shop. That's the beauty of it, is every time you tune in, you don't know what you're going to see. It's a live show. We're here for 3 hours, 5 times a week. So that 15 hours should really be, truly dedicated to those jewelry shoppers and collectors out there, because it gives you an opportunity to own something you would not own otherwise. And these price tags are fantastic. So ignore what everyone else is doing out there. They're doing what they have to do. I got to tell you, I just bought something the other day and I was like, okay, good. It was online, of course, because that's how I shop, and it was something I needed. It wasn't a want, it was a need, something for business, right? And it was like, okay. And I checked out, and there's the price tag on the website. And then at checkout, at the last second, there was another $280 added as a tariff surcharge. I was like, well, that wasn't on the site. What an interesting little surprise. So again, and I get it, that's just, businesses will tell you, well, that's what we're going to do. Well, not here. Look at this, 556 Afghan Kunzite is an emerald cut. What are we doing? The exact opposite. I'm going lower on prices to make sure that we can have, again, a real exception to the rule of what's happening elsewhere. So here's our 556, 18 points among 2 diamonds. So yes, 9 pointers each on those round brilliants in a really elegant style. Of course, is there anything more elegant than an emerald cut? Really, it's just beautiful. Like them or not, I think we can all agree there's an elegance about them. And then to really just keep it so classic with that individual individual diamond on each side, a big diamond on each side for that matter. And then you see those great sheets of color, neons, purples and blues and lavenders and ultraviolets. It already looks like it's glowing. And in darker light, yeah, it's going to glow even more. And you're seeing that now. And what we're going to do is make that $39.99 ring more affordable when it is a $556 to get you a really special opportunity on this one. And it doesn't even need to stay in the white gold. So you get your choice obviously there, whatever you want to do. But look at all those beautiful lights. They look like neon lights always. In a good emerald cut, that's what it can do. Not to mention those big diamonds and such a classic style, always wearable. And we'll make it only, let's try $9.99 again, okay? We've had everything for the first 19 minutes under $1,000. Again, not always easy to do, certainly is not. So I'm really proud that we can just make some values happen on a Wednesday night together and hang out and show you what we got and give you those markdowns and those discounts and see what it is that gets you excited in jewelry tonight. But we do have a very special turquoise. That is what we've been showcasing of late. A couple of really cool new turquoise pieces. I've got another one in a necklace, pendant and chain together tonight. So we'll look forward to that. Also, let me just flash this. This is really unique. It's a very special pendant. Now it's a brooch as well, but really I think most of the time, probably gonna wear that just like this. Look at that. Almost looks like a Venetian mask. I don't know, I think that looks very special and ornate, does it not? There's a lot of different stones. We've got platinum for the setting. It's very heavy. Now what's gonna happen is if you wanna use it as a brooch, right through the back, you see there's your pin, right through the back horizontally. So if you want to, you just tuck that bail down into it. So see how that disappeared? Because you probably don't want the bail up if you're wearing it as a brooch, but this allows you to have that convertible style so that you can have the bail down, tucked in, or you can have the bail up where it's a pendant. So that's gonna be platinum. It's a carat 52 green tourmaline in the pair. And then another pear shape with that aquamarine below it. It's 80 points in the aqua. And you do have almost a carat in diamonds. That includes a couple of big ones here on the sides and then the pave the rest of the way arcing around it and around your green tourmaline. So that will be an incredible value. We've got one only and it's heavy. Let me tell you, I wish I had a gram weight on it. It's really hefty and it does have some very important look to it. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that we can see it here. It's item number 8038. So here's what it looks like size-wise. It's going to be nearly 2 inches. It's going to be exactly 1 inch and 7/8 in that top to bottom length, but you've got that bail, tucks in if you want it to. Again, it's platinum. That's a carat 52 on the green. So that's what you see right there in the midpoint. Then beneath that is the 80-point pear-shaped aqua, and then you have 96 points in diamond. So it's quite a bit going on in diamond weight as well. So all you need to decide is nothing. No sizing needed. No gold color change. It's not even in gold, it's in platinum. And you just need to let me know if that's something you can see yourself wearing. Now let's take it on over to the neckline as soon as we have all those gaps filled in with that green tourmaline, that pear-shaped aqua. It's 80 points on the aqua. And how unique, I don't think we've had a tourmaline aqua combination in a while. And then 96 points in diamonds as well. Brooch, pendant, whatever you want to do. Love that there's different ways to wear it so that you're really able to know you're making a wise investment into your jewelry wardrobe and collection, and that's what it looks like from a distance. So it's got the size we're looking for there, and of course you're going to decide how to wear it. You want to wear it shorter or longer. This reeks of kind of antique, doesn't it? Looks like an estate piece, looks like a vintage piece all day, and yet we're going to make it really affordable. So back to the hand, then we'll take it also close up, because I would like you to see those stones. I mean, it's so much about the platinum and so much about the articulation and the movement, so that's going to be a little bit tough to show you here, but at least we can see, for example, that beautiful teal tourmaline. It's kind of a more green, yes, but there's a little bit of teal element to it. The fluted bail, let's kind of put it up right here so you can really see that aqua as well. Then, of course, the 2 bezel set. Diamonds dangling from the sides, and then the diamonds around that tourmaline as well. It's got a $69.99 price tag, but let's try something else instead. And you do have, interesting, they backed it with what I'm assuming is quartz, because they don't have it listed here, but that's usually what they do there on those particular designs there. So that's still getting some gem material, but really just giving it a little bit of a backdrop so that it doesn't look as hollow or doesn't look too airy or too light. So that's going to be better than $69.99. We'll blow it out right now. It's only going to be $1,999 if you'd like it. And that again is a pin. You see right back there through basically the upper third of it is your pin, and then you've got that bail to make it a pendant. And don't don't forget the bail disappears right down behind it if you are choosing to wear it as a pin or a brooch. So you've got options there as well. So it's a fantastic way to go. Thank you so much for taking a look at that one. I have a beautiful zircon. And we have a new pink sapphire. This is really elegant. It's just simple and it's classic, and we don't actually honestly see too many like this, but it is the hottest pink. And I know we just zoomed back for that gigantic 2-inch brooch. So let's, allow me to come back in and show you how perfect this unheated. And that is a word we need to keep on stressing here. 1128576, unheated. Unheated. That is a hot pink, true, beautiful, and clean. Hot pink sapphire at its very best. 8576 is going to be 2 different colors of metal. It's 18 karat gold, so you're going to have white gold and yellow gold, just the yellow gold for the setting of the stone, because when it's a warm, rich color like that, it looks really good in the yellow gold. So the rest, the diamonds look great in white gold, so we put it all together for you. Making sense there, doesn't it? And you get that higher purity, 75% gold, and yes, there's going to be a blowout price, and yet you've got 11 points in diamonds around your carat 02. This is about as elegant. Again, there's the emerald cut again that we know gives you a light bright about it when the light hits it. But that's what's so incredible, is that usually to get a max saturation out of a sapphire, typically you're going to have to heat these stones, whether it is blue or green or purple or pink, or of course its counterpart, the red corundums, which are the rubies. They almost always get heat. Always, 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 with the exception being a small fraction of a percentage of all gem material mines. So think for a second about why. Why? Is that a step that they have to do? They don't have to, but it really is, since stones like sapphires, no matter what their color is, no matter where they come from, they typically do have some inclusions, some silk. That's going to be something you want to essentially burn off in the heating process to make them appear a little bit cleaner, but also to bring out their maximum color. It can start as a great color, but the heating is really what brings out the best of color. So on this stone, it looks like, because of the color being so good, looks like a stone that absolutely would have been heated. And then you realize the rarity is in the fact it wasn't. And that is from Mother Nature. And so that's a huge, huge, huge deal, because obviously we really value those as a higher purity and of course a higher rarity when you have an unheated stone like this. So very important to distinguish that. And we're gonna make it, in fact, it's a carat 02 is lovely as well, in that it's got that great size, and then the diamonds simply down the sides. We have one only, supposed to be $39.99. I do want to show you how it's finished in the back, just how that yellow gold basket comes together with the white gold band you have. And of course your side profile is a little bit of extra detail. It's almost like a little heart shape with some scroll work. That's those little details in the basket that makes it lovely. Maybe this is going to be that engagement style, or maybe you just wear it on its own as something simple and elegant, but you could also add to it. And look at that shine off of that emerald cut facet pattern. Let's make this one under $2,000, not even $19.99. And we love to do dressy, we love to do a lot of diamond weight, but this is really needed. The industry needs classics like this. You want simple elegance like this. There's a whole audience, and let's say it, most everybody really likes these classic solitaire styles. It's even better than $19.99. A hot pink, not a light pink. There's a big difference in value. Pinks are not just pinks. You have to really stipulate what color pink it is to determine the value. And the lighter the pink, they're beautiful. Do not get me wrong, there are a lot of diamond pinks, but they are the more affordable version, certainly. The more saturation you get, the more highly valued they are, and that is why this stone is so important. And we're going to make it $1,499 instead, and that is our one and only right there. $14.99 on a hot pink sapphire that is new right now. So a first look at it, that's the beauty of it, is when you tune in to every one of these shows, you're getting first look, first dibs, fantastic values, of course, like this with $14.99 when it's in 18 karat gold. Every single aspect has been upgraded to the highest level. You've got the unheated stone, you've got the 18 karat gold, you've got the diamonds down the side. Everything just works. And we have a sphene marked down. And we're going to bring out that pink diamond, the pink diamond bypass. 2 pink diamonds in one fabulous piece, one of the most important styles I have ever brought to you ever in the history of TVON. It's 9 years running. I've been here, guys. It's an amazing, amazing value as well. So don't forget about all our under $1,000 pieces like our pinks, our pink zircon, our pink diamonds, and of course the Diaspore out of Turkey that changes color. And then we'll get to that yellow diamond. Now, I told you bottom of the hour. We're 1 minute away from our bottom of the hour zircon earrings. I wish we had 150 pairs. I do estimate, and I'm usually pretty good about that because when you do it a long time like I have, you tend to know exactly what you need of everything based on the value, the price, the look, the quality. I can tell you right now, I would need probably on a Wednesday night, a quiet Wednesday, probably 150 pairs of these. I have fewer than 5. So it's not going to be much of a last. Yeah. Okay, who was it? Hi, Katrina. Thank you so much. The Kunzite is gone. Well done on that one. Thank you. Thank you. And again, so are some of our other pieces that are here from earlier still available for you. But those zircon earrings are, I'm going to set them up right now. We're going to get to them right now. They are so gorgeous. I told you about these at the top of the show. If you were not with me, joined it a little bit late, check this out. This is really, really super rare. It's kind of amazing we even have as many as we do because of the trillion cutting. I mean, seriously, look at that. And the fact there's going to be another that is an identical match in these bright as can be turquoisey blue. They are not, I know we call them blue zircons. That really simplifies it much more than it really is. Look at that. That is just such a gorgeous stone. It's like looking at blue diamonds. Although most of the time when you see a blue diamond out there, it's heavily treated and not just heat. It's irradiated usually to get that color. That's why we don't bring them. Do you know that we don't have blue diamonds on this show unless they are natural? And I've only had, gosh, in 9 years, I think I've had 4 individual blue diamonds ever because that's how rare blue diamonds are in their natural state. What we have here is the look of, but certainly not going to be pricey because if you got a carat 39 total weight and trillion cut natural blue diamonds, they would not even be for sale. They'd be somewhere in a museum hanging out with no price tag. This is where you've got an incredible price tag. And remember how limited we are. That's why they're here early. Can't show them at 6 o'clock. Can't show them at 7 o'clock. Can't show them at 7:45 when we're about to wrap up the show because the fact that they are so limited. And as the night wears on, the audience gets bigger and bigger. So we have to do this now when we have so few to go around. And please feel free. I invite you to dial in now, especially if you think you might want more than one pair. This would be the time to dial in. Otherwise, I don't think there's going to be too many opportunities here to get this. It's 8585 is the number. They are brand new right now. They're in white gold only, so there are no options. There are no choices to make. It's simply how many pairs do you want, because we will actually go ahead and not even put a limit as to how many you can get. So if you'd like to get 2, you may. If you're thinking, 2 piercings, or maybe you've got gifting on the mind, well, here it is. And it's 139 total weight in your blue zircon studs. They are trillion cuts. They're just magnificent in every way. And they're so bright. They're obviously going to be about 70 points a piece, but they don't have to be these massive 5 carat. First of all, I don't really like big studs because big studs, when they get really, really big, no matter what kind of backing, they start to really fall and they limp and they just kind of fall forward. And then you never see the good stuff. The stone, there is a kind of a sweet spot for a stud earring, and this is it. Triple prong, of course, that's that martini setting, but makes sense for that triple-sided trillion cut. And then you've got the softness. They're a little bit rounded on the sides, so even though they're all equal in size, they're a little more rounded than they are stark, so that makes it a very pleasant look. You've got the centered post, butterfly backing, and of course they're in solid white gold. Now here's what they look like from a distance away, and we have nobody on the phone lines yet, and that's a little bit shocking. What if I tell you that they are going to be affordable? Please do not take the fact they are blue zircons and mined out and one of the rarest stones in the world to indicate that they are going to be tens of thousands of dollars like they rightfully should. We've got the centered post. Look how nice and long that post is, so you're not going to have to worry about that because everyone's got a different thickness to their lobe, and sometimes studs are made out and about where they're not always working for everybody. We make sure that we put in that nice longer post so they're going to work for everybody. Here's what they look like from a distance away as well, just so you can get another idea. And they would work, I think this is one of those, again, sweet spots that's also going to work for primary piercings as well as secondary. So if you want to do second, third, fourth piercing as well, you certainly can. I think it's that size that's going to work anywhere on the ear, and they are not going to be $3,999. They are so beautiful, and you can obviously, I love this look of straight up and down with the points kind of directly facing out, but here's what we've got. Back to the wheel we'll go. Just wanted you to see this from a distance. They're dazzling. They're somewhere between like a Sleeping Beauty turquoise and a bright electric blue. They really give you each of those colors, and of course dancing within that stone is every color of the rainbow. You see the yellows and the reds, the oranges and the greens, purples and vibrant hues all the way through, and they're not even going to be $999. this is where they're going to go. And I got to tell you, if you want a pair, please dial in early. They're going to be surprisingly low. And I kind of figured we'd have a lot of people on the phone lines. Not yet. So that just means we got to take them even lower in price. That's what we're comfortable doing. We're really able to do this really just, again, quickly while they just are here, brief moments here that they get to be here with us. And when I think about all the blue zircon rings we've had, especially of late because they've been so popular, this is the earring you need to have to go with it. There are very few blue zircon earrings. Most of ones I've had have been $5,000 and $6,000, haven't been quite attainable and affordable to everybody. This is a whole different deal, and they're not $888 or $777 either. And I just have to mention, you know, I was downtown just today because I was catching up with the last couple of weeks. Was not the place to be. So had a lot of catching up to do for, you know, jewelry design and jewelry manufacturing, and, you know, at the big wholesale, I would say, establishment, if you will, where they sell findings. That's what they sell. They sell chains, clasps, closures, findings like posts and butterfly backings for earrings, where you supply the stone, they supply simply the findings. And this is for, you know, if you're shopping in incredible volume, if you're shopping in bulk. And findings right now in 14 karat gold, they're up over $500, meaning the gold alone. That is just the housing for your stone. In a small size, nothing dramatic, not 10 karat studs, a small size, 14 karat gold, just the finding, the backing, that's over $500 now. And that's only if you want to go buy one pair, they're going to cost you more. That's if you're buying a lot of volume. So the idea is, if we can make this with a stone that is rare and specialty like this is, and make them better than even $699, now you're paying virtually, at this point, you're paying less than $200 for the stones, and what you would get in wholesale if you were doing a tremendous volume as your business. We're doing better than even $699 or $599. I hope you can get a pair while they're still here, because they're obviously, things are starting to get busy. A lot of people are starting to dial in. We do have a round blue zircon in a ring. If you're looking for something to go with it and match, we do, even though it's a round and a trillion, but boy, they still sparkle in a lot of the same ways. And so we're excited about that. But here's what we've got to do. Always excited about this. And you know what? Let's make it even better. $499 for the pair on zircon earrings in the trillions, and only a few to go around, and that will be it. So highly recommend dialing in early. 60 seconds is probably going to do it, and then we'll be on our way. And we've got more jewelry and more. I'm going to say we've got some auctions probably coming up. I do have one rubilite that's copper bearing. I know we spent all of last week showcasing a lot of purples and rubilites that were copper bearing. So we do have some of, just one actually, just one. I've got one rubilite, and then we do have that pink diamond bypass, and we do have 2 Tanzanite rounds, whether you want a 7 karat or a 2+. So we got options in Tanzanite. And here's a little flash at what we're going to see. This is the round in the, well, you can see that's a 7 karat. That's a big one there. And then we've got a really cool new design as well, coming up in a slightly smaller. So the good news is we'll cover a lot of bases here, and that equally as bright reds too. And I know they're not in focus, but that's the whole point. To see that kind of flash and red when you see something that's just completely blurred like that is, that to me is very telling about the quality of those round stones and the beauty of the cutting. So our final seconds remain. We'll have some turquoise coming up as well, and then that mint new find Brazilian, the minty tourmalines that look like paraibas from Brazil. They are here. So, well, we've got one. I'll take one. I'll take what I can get. And here's what we got to do, guys. Anybody else on the zircon earrings? Everybody got them that wants them. How many do you have? One? One pair going out. Tim, just one for you as well? Okay. Yes, they are only in white gold. And look at this. If anybody needs a coordinating ring, there it is. That's the round zircon ring. And then we have that rubilite cushion cut. We do have that gorgeous rubilite copper bearing. And yes, the big Brazilian tourmaline in quartz, that's also here. And a couple of new designs as well in our burnished design. So we've been seeing a few of those lately. You've been loving them. The diamonds burnished into satin finished gold. We've got that on the way as well in a new design for you in a heart-shaped necklace. So that's going to be coming up. All right, next up, we're on our way. Those are still here. And if you'd like them, you can grab them. I hope you will. Then we've got the big turquoise necklace. Let me start with this one on the hand. It'll help you see the beauty that we're throwing in with it, because we got a chain here with it as well. We've got a full-on value on just a chain story here with the adjustability and the diamonds. Take a look at this. This is our turquoise. It's got a spiral of diamonds that really wraps around it, because you see the top of the spiral there above, and then also below the stone as well. 112-8500 is our number here. This is going to be a further way to look at it. I just want to show you with the diamonds in the chain that are bezel set. And this turquoise is a sleeping beauty. 314 is the size. And we'll show you the length here. 314 is the carat weight. The diamond weight is going to be 13 points. We're throwing in a chain that's got 2 additional diamonds in the chain. And then the chain's going to have adjustability like so. 16, 17, and 18 inches, all on a lobster claw closure as well. So that's awfully nice. And we've only got the one. We'll take it on up close. Actually, let's do the neckline shot first, so that we got that out of the way, so you can see what that's all about from a distance, and then really check it out. And of course, that's got that spiral. I love that, because so many of our turquoise have been a bit more on the conservative side of late. I like that this one's giving us a little more design edge to it, something a little more detailed. And here's what it looks like up close and personal. So again, reminder that chain's got a couple extra diamonds and all those extra bells and whistles we love in the chain. So some extras there. There are those big diamonds. You see how they actually are like a spiral, like a ribbon wrapping around it. 314, 13 points in diamonds. It's in the white gold only. And again, we're throwing in the chain for free. It's got a $3,599 price tag. We're going to abandon that. Make it a lot easier for one caller. And that's actually, let's do even, I've not had a lot of luck with the $999 price tag, so we'll go even lower than that as we're approaching hour number 2 already. So again, almost out of time here with 2 hours left. That's it. So not a lot of time to go through all this great jewelry. We're taking requests if you have them as well. So that's something you want to definitely do before we run out of time. And this is what we'll do instead of $899, going even lower. And right now, how about that one for $888 instead, with the chain, with the diamonds? That's just a chain worth having in your collection as it is. It really truly is. To get those diamonds, of course, that wrap around, but to have a chain that can come off that piece and work with others as well is awfully important, and that's exactly what's going on there. So $888 gets that home to you, and that's a beauty. And then we've got our big copper-bearing rubilite and that simple, elegant, minimalistic bangle. But done, and I don't say minimal to minimize the quality. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about minimal in design. Take a look at what we have here for you tonight. This is very different from anything we've ever had. And just when you think, well, how do you make jewelry new and fresh? When it's all been out there, it's all been seen, it's all been done. Well, this is really what speaks to what's happening right now in jewelry, as we see kind of new trends come and go, but also new classics kind of come forward. And this is really where we see that. We all know the tennis bracelet and we all know the classic gold bangle. This is really just simplifying it, but still giving an incredible, incredible quality. That, of course, is our rose. Here is the white gold, and I do want to remind you this is going to be coming up at the top of the hour. So I'm just going to give you a heads up now, because it's very limited, like everything is. And so I just want to remind you, there's our rose and our yellow and the white, and probably something you can tell already by looking at the yellow gold specifically is the fact that it's 18 karat solid gold. It is a bangle that is going to be so limited. We have a total of just, well, one in each color, so it's not going to last. And there's that beautiful, bright VS diamond, a solitaire that normally we think of in rings. We've got the solitaire adapted to a bangle. So you've got that one individual pear-shaped stone. So top of the hour, we haven't seen anything quite like that. We're awfully excited it's here. So that's something to keep in mind for just in about 18 minutes from now. And I mention it because it is very limited. I know a lot of people love to step away at the top of the hour and go check on, you know, any kind of headlines that are happening out there. Well, this is where I think if you are looking for a bangle that's quite beautiful and really special and different, and something that's a departure from what we usually have, because we love our bezel set bangles and we love our tennis bracelets, but this is just pared down, quite frankly, literally pared down to that one pair. So you have that beautiful 18 karat gold, and it's a great fit for an average size wrist. So it's coming up in a few minutes if you're looking for a great everyday style. I think that really is well suited. Let's go ahead and we've got some questions about that blue zircon ring. So let's show you that one. I'm going to move these aside, still to come at the top of the hour. Now here's that zircon ring. that we were just giving you a heads up on during the earring presentation. Of course, the earrings being trillions, but all working together well with the round. 6677 is your number here. And it's going to be that special look with that round stone, quite large here, $359 on the zircon. And yes, there's a blowout price on this one as well. So it's in the white gold. Actually, it's going to stay in the white gold on this one. And it's got a $359 private collection blue zircon. These are, again, they are mined out. So even though we saw the pink zircons, there are two. We saw that pink zircon at the beginning of the show in a 5 carat 44 size. Well, the blues, presentation grade, only out of Cambodia. And we're going to miss these in the future when they're completely gone. Once our private collection is spoken for, there's no way else to get it. I'm just polishing it while I try it on for you. It's got 77 points in diamonds as well. So they're going to actually do a little bit of a loop where you see there's that double halo, but you see this side of the band starts a little lower and then this side's a little higher, just to kind of complete that circular type look around it. So it's not your basic band. And 77 points of the VS diamonds, one only here. It's in the white gold only. That's because it's severely marked down from that. Do you guys remember our Sell It or Melt It sale? It was $49.99 during that event. You're probably thinking, bummer, I should have taken it then. Well, let me tell you a little secret here. That would have been 10% off. It would have been $44.99. I'm taking it less than $44.99 here tonight so that you can have, and I don't mean a little bit less, I'm talking about substantially so that you can have the blue zircon you're looking for. Obviously, it gets more important when it's around, and certainly achieving a larger size like this one does, that's important as well, and it's going to be better than 4,000 or 3 or 2. And this is that round that really amps it up. You know, rounds always have a premium value to them. That is the case no matter what the stone is, no exception here. And we're gonna make it better than $1,999 as well. So that this is the blowout we've been waiting for. This is my sale on sale, the better than sale pricing you've been looking for to make sure that everything, no matter what the world is saying prices should be doing, we are really making up our own rules. And the rule is, sell it cheap or not at all. And you know what? That's kind of that's the formula. If it's not up there for some itty bitty tiny price, it ain't gonna go anyway. So now we're making sure that happens, and we'll do it for $1,888, and that's the way to get your blue zircon. Bright as can be, just stunning. And if you're seeing that blurred effect, that's not an inclusion issue. That is because we're up close to a big stone, well enough to be able to see the double refraction. That's what the double refraction is. It's that blurred effect when you see it in simplified terms because it's breaking the light up into two. So as you see it from a distance, like when it was on the hand, you see that incredible sparkle, that pop, that brilliance, because the double refraction pays off in that way. But when you're real up close, you can actually make out that doubling effect. So as the light enters the stone, splits into two, and then of course back out to your eye as that double refraction. So that's what you're seeing there. And yet bright as can be, really bright blue. We've got that gorgeous tourmaline coming up. Yes, the mint out of Brazil. So that really, again, very closely related relative to paraiba, if it's not paraiba, closely related. And then we do have a sphene, a markdown on a color change sphene. It looks like this. So there's your pear shape. That's going to be marked down as well. And then we've got a whole bunch of great jewelry that's going to be really a little bit, well, we're going under cost on a lot of pieces here, from opal to Zambaran. Have you seen the Zambaran garnets to aquamarine and iolite as well? But just a reminder, if you wanted that other zircon, we did start the show with a pinky red variety. Just to make sure you saw it, recap it here. Look at this. This is the pink zircon, the 544 oval with that gorgeous wider mounting. That, by the way, is only $9.99. So a couple great zircon deals right here in this first hour for you to consider, and I hope you will, because they're outstanding, aren't they? And then we got those Tanzanite deals plus that big yellow diamond coming up. We will do that carat 32, and if you wonder, well, I wonder what it looks like, what shape is it? The one you want, especially, whoa, bright as can be. That's the yellow diamond I told you about at the top of the show. I mentioned there was a diamond that was gigantic in really, again, big size here. It's 1125580. Oh, that's my birthday. That is. All right, well, that's good. Good, because it's a ring. I'm glad it's a ring I like. Yeah, this is a really good one. It is our carat 29. So again, just another preview of something that's coming up, something to think about. because I know it's easy to think, well, what should I pick out tonight? Should it be a Tanzanite? Should it be a zircon? Maybe I should pick out maybe the pink diamond piece. But if you want yellow diamond, we are getting very scarce in what I can show you in yellow diamonds. Very scarce. This is the carat 29. Carat 29 is a big deal because most of what I've ever shown you over all the years I've brought them is 1 carats. And those are grand, they're lovely. But to get this color, which, that's important too. We can't just look at the size. Because if I had a carat 29 and it was barely there and it kind of had those brown yellows and it kind of just looked like a little dull, that's not what you want either. We want to see brightness. We want to see sunshine yellow, bright pops, neon colors, vibrance. That's important, and that's exactly what you're getting here. With this carat 29, take a look at the oval, and of course, ovals always look bigger too. Then it's got that halo that matches around it, so it even looks bigger. It looks like a 4-carat stone is sitting here in this bridge, and that's why we're so excited about it. And there's going to be a huge blowout price. So if you have yet to get a big yellow diamond in your collection, and trust me, you want to go from us. Unless you're made of money, and if there's literally no budget that you have to spend on jewelry, if there's just no, like they always say, price is no object, then okay, you've got some choices out there. But if you want a value-oriented stone, you want to get the great quality, but you want a great price, that, my friends, is the one you need to think about. And it's our carat 29 with 25 points in yellows and 90 points in white diamonds, and it's a bridge, and it's just fabulous. And look at it on my hand, and I've got a large hand. I mean, I've got a very, very long finger. This is really a big ring, and that's why it looks like a 4-carat, because the halo's a match right directly around it. So this is going to give you, yes, if you don't like big jewelry, probably not your piece. I'm going to have to find you something else. But if you are somebody who's just incessantly looking for that really well-to-do, bigger presence to your yellow, this is the one tonight. And I'm so glad with the carat 29, much bigger than what we usually see. But while it looks like a 2.5, 3, or 4, that's the beauty of it, right? And I'm talking about 2.5, 3, or 4. It's a lot of range, but I'm talking about if you're just looking at the center stone versus the center stone with the halo. Because if you're looking at the whole piece overall, everywhere you see yellow in the center, that really is what gives you that 4 or 5 carat look. If you're just looking at the stone, it still looks larger than a carat 29 because it is an oval and it's got that larger face to it. So it's a really important way to go, and we're going to save you a bundle of money on that one too. So that's exciting. That's also coming up. So just wanted to share it. Then also on the yellow diamond front, there are some very important earrings here. I've only had them once on the air before, and they have huge yellow diamonds individually. There are, I'm about to show you nearly 6.5 carats in diamonds, most of which are yellows, and they're here on the hand. So you can see the yellow diamonds that work so beautifully with the ring, if I may just borrow to show you together. This is the earring that has 18 karat white and yellow gold together. And look how they look with the ring there. Oh, decadence definitely is calling. Look how beautiful. That's quite a look. And what's actually happening in the middle here is not just a lot of smaller pave, it's actually some really large center stones in the middle of this earring. So 1128281, just if you've missed them in the past. They are 18 karat gold as well, 87 points on centers. So each earring is going to have a center cushion right here and right here. And those are going to be nearly a 1/2 carat apiece. Then you've got 98 points in white diamonds and then 453 of additional yellows that are all rounds. A grand total of 6 carats 38 in a lengthy earring that's almost 2 inches in length, and that beautiful border of the white diamonds with the white gold. There's great finishing. There's your length top to bottom. So you see they are indeed 1 3/4 inches in length. They've got great finishing behind them. So that's a definite, yeah, if your hair's up or hair's back, that would be lovely from the back if anyone's seeing them from that angle. And that's what they look like all together. So that's to go with any yellow diamond piece you have. Could it be the yellow diamond ring here? Maybe it's another one you've already are lucky enough to own, but that earring is actually going to be super affordable, and we've marked them down. So you get to save a bundle tonight, and that's what we're looking at is instead of that $39,999 price tag, much better value. It is a lever back, so easy and all self-enclosed, right? Nothing extra to worry about as far as backings are concerned, but there's a better value than even $20,000. And yellow diamonds, I think we all know, we could look at that carat weight and go, okay, 638. But white diamonds are priced very differently than yellows. And the vast majority of what you have here are yellows. So you can't just apply the same strict standard diamond pricing per carat when you've got a yellow diamond carat weight that is that hefty, and we're not even doing 20,000 or 15,000 or even $10,000. The first caller gets them. They're $99.99, and they're the ultimate high-level diamond earring we have in yellows, no question about it. And that's going to be $99.99. I'm going to pop one on for you. I'm just going to see if I can, I'm probably going to, what I'm going to do is set one down here also so you can see that center really well. Otherwise, I know it's difficult to make out where that center stone is, but that's where the center stone. You can see how that's a cushion cut surrounded by different sizes of the rounds. And I know we're close up. I'm just popping one on real quick here for you so you can see what they look like from a distance, because that's really important to just make sure you see and can appreciate the size they're going to provide. And then, of course, that yellow diamond coming up later tonight as well. But that's the earring from a distance away. So how stunning are those? Really important. And for $99.99, you get all that 18 karat gold. You get that great $40,000. That's not out in retail. That's our own price here at TVON. Should be price here today. And then you've got that gorgeous, again, everything through the middle there. Everything but that border is done in yellow diamonds, and they're just massive. So that's a very, very special earring indeed, and $99.99 gets them to you. So if you love a great designer drop earring, that's the way I would go. Now let's go back to the wheel because we'll show you that close up as well. And then let me see if we can just zoom back all the way here to show you what that looks like. Yep, there's the entirety of the earring, and then I'll go ahead and show you the other one as well so you can see the incredible matching. But for under $10,000, and I get it, that's not exactly pocket change, but it's an earring that is about as deluxe as it gets here, and we are really thrilled. We have not seen too many earrings in the past that ever give that kind of carat weight. So just there's your matching there for you. So you can see, and I'll just scoot this one over just a tad so you can see how beautiful they are together, and just really an important look there. So $99.99, just want to let you know they are here, and they are a fabulous markdown tonight. So you've got a chance to pick those up, and again, to get almost 45-point centers. That's really the interesting thing. I mean, it could have easily just been all round brilliance. They look lovely, but to do those bigger center stones that are worthy of being in a ring, and then to build around that and around that and around that, and then just keep going with the white diamonds and put it all in 18 karat, that is exciting. Plus that yellow diamond ring is coming up a little bit later that goes well with it, I must add. So we do have that. Then we've got the bangle, top of the hour. We're about 4 minutes away. Let's get to the color change sphene, because that's another blowout for us, and this has been on the air probably a dozen times, maybe more. It's been a piece that often is requested, and I think the deal, I know it's a little more whimsical, but whimsical and done high-end is really when I think there's a special, first of all, I think we all know what basic jewelry looks like, and it's, you know, as we, whether it's our own collections or others, we see a lot of the more routine styles. There is something to be said, if you are, listen, you know who you are, but if you consider at all branching out to getting something a little bit different, a little outside the box, a little bit more with some flair to the dramatics, this bow is maybe the perfect way to do it. First of all, there's a big designer out there who's probably one of the best known jewelry designers in the world when it comes to retail stores, and they do a lot of bow designs. So I wouldn't say it's crazy, weird, different. It's, if anything, giving very high-end couture level. But at the same token, this is really done well, because bows could be just like heart shapes and just like a lot of different designs. They can be done in very juvenile ways, and then they can be done really high-end like this one is. This is really, you can tell, a sophisticated high level of a bow, because hey, there's the asymmetry to it. You see the tail of the bow on one side is 3 and then the ribbon on the other. You see that the stone actually is angled a bit so that it's not just straight up and down, but it looks like it's moving within this bow design. It's 112-5570, and it is our color change sphene, and it's going to be a 122 pear shape, 61 points in the diamonds, and a fabulous value on the yellow gold. That's how it stays, of course. And don't forget, we still have those zircon earrings here. I'll be bringing those back up if we still have them available for everybody. And then we still have the fabulous pink diamond hoops and a couple other assorted pieces from the show from at least hour number 1. But here's our carat 22, 61 points in diamonds. And a fabulous value. Again, it's marked down because it's been here for a while, probably a good, I don't know, it's been a year probably. This is really an exquisite design. And then, of course, you can see how it's finished on the inside. Love that too. All your hallmarks on the inside. Great way to clean your diamonds and access them, but still fill it up with gold behind that band. And then, of course, what is there not to love about color change sphene? the fact it's got the green that turns to red, the fact it's got all the brilliance, it's on the hand. So you can see how beautiful this is, and the way it kind of, again, you see how it leans to one side. That's not the gravity of my hand angle here. It's the way it is even when it's straight up. So it gives you that little touch of whimsy to it. And everything you see done in diamonds as far as that bow design sits up not too high at all, and yet you can have a color change sphene for less than $5,000. $49.99 is where it started. Going significantly less here tonight. All you have to do is dial in. There is only one, after all. It does stay in the yellow gold, and it's not even going to be $1,999. And this is what we always look for. Sometimes we see sphenes, they're great, but they have a deeper, darker color. And when they do, they can really, the deep, dark greens can mask some of the brilliance. It can take away from the brilliance we are supposed to see. Obviously not the case here. Bright, open green colors. So you see the reds, the oranges, the yellows, the blues, every bit of brilliance that a color change sphene is tasked with giving us. And yet it's not even $19.99, $18.88 or $17.99. It's blowout time here, and we've got a couple minutes till our top of the hour. The bangle's on the way, and we will blow this out right now for only $17.77. Of value and a half if you want that beautiful, just tied with a bow. Maybe it's your reminder ribbon. Maybe it's that piece that, without being so obvious, maybe there's some real hidden meaning that just means something to you. Remember when the old adage was always tie a string around your finger, tie a little ribbon around your finger? It was always to serve as a reminder. This was before we had smartphones telling us every move we should make and everything we need to do and when we need to do it. But obviously there's something kind of, I think, cool about that. Maybe it's just going to remind you of a time, a celebration time in life, a milestone reached. Maybe it's a reminder to keep going and keep excelling towards that goal or that milestone. I mean, there's, again, jewelry should be meaningful in my mind. Again, there's always something to be said for jewelry that we wear as having some meaning, something that's important, something that just internally, even if not outwardly, but every time you look at your piece of jewelry, especially a ring, considering we see them all day, it should make you smile on the inside, if not on the outside, right? It's lovely to just, you know, smile and just really feel content wearing your jewelry and feel happy. You know, jewelry should bring joy. That's why it exists. It exists for some other reasons, but usually overall it's to bring us some joy. And that's really what I think a design like this can do that others maybe don't as much, is really give you something that looks a little different than what we already have. So $17.77 on that one. We will move along. We've got our top of the hour. It's arrived. So a special welcome to everybody who's just tuning in here tonight to TVON. Well, aren't we glad to have you with us? It's no fun to do it without you guys. We're live from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. And we've got 2 hours left tonight. And we've got an array of some new. I would love your requests if you have anything in particular you'd like to see. Doesn't have to be a specific item, but if you are waiting, we have that beautiful yellow diamond. We have that great bangle coming up now. It's that minimalist version, but high quality. Got 2 Tanzanites, both round, 7 and 2 carat plus. And then we also have some really special designer jewelry. And you've been loving the burnish style with the diamonds set into the mirror, rather satin finished gold. We've got a new style in a heart shape. So heart shaped pendant is here tonight. So again, lots to get to, but we are going to start as promised with this bangle. It is very, very limited. So it's our top of the hour, 112-8548. All 3 colors available, but limited to 1 each, so it's not going to last very long. This is a stackable option as well. It would not be beyond, I don't think, the realm of possibility to have one lover of a bangle like this buy all 3 and wear them together. But like I was saying, we've done our fair share of bangles, usually the nail bangle, solid gold bangle, maybe an animal design here and there, but also the tennis bracelets and the bezel sets. This really is, when I say minimal, it's what we're seeing right now as a category in jewelry, fashion trends everywhere, really top to bottom when it comes to anything about accessorization. It's about a minimalism and kind of that quiet luxury. What are the pieces you wear every day? And I don't mean low quality. Minimal does not mean nothing there. As a matter of fact, this is quite the opposite. It's 18 karat gold. We live in an era where gold is hanging out around $3,500 an ounce. It fluctuates by the day. So $3,500 an ounce, and we're going to a bangle which has more gold than anything else we do. It just does. More gold than rings, earrings, pendants, or necklaces alike. A bangle's going to have the most gold weight. And we're taking our one and only bangle of the day, and we are upgrading that gold to solid 18 karat gold. And I mean solid, it's heavy. You know, my nail bangle's even hollowed out because it's got that memory wire inside so it can give you flexibility. This one is not. It's a hinge style, so it is solid. So this may not be like a big, huge, overwhelming cuff bracelet, but it is heavy. It's got the weight to it. So we're going to show you the different colors. I may actually start with the white gold here. So, and excuse if I've got a fingerprint or two on them because obviously I've been, wearing them here. But look how beautiful this is with that minimal, larger diamond. Instead of having diamonds side to side or no diamonds at all, we have the single pear shape, the white, the yellow, or the rose gold. Here is the rose gold adding to it. And you can see what they look like together. Now, there is such a good way. If you want to stack them, go ahead. But you do want to be on the phone lines because this is different than what we usually do. First of all, that upgrade of 18K and solid, hinged on the side. Easy and seamless kind of hinge enclosure for you, but it also has a 14-pointer. That's a big diamond. That's not a little accent. That's a very important diamond, a 14-point pear shape, set in the center of the top of your bangle. So it's always going to face out to the world. It's always going to stay centered up. This is only one size, so it's for my average size girls. If you wear a 6.5 to 7, I would say even if you're a 7.5, this is going to be a little snug for you. It's really for 6.5 to 7 inch if that's what you wear. That doesn't mean your wrist size, because your wrist size is going to be smaller than that. If you wear a 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet, this average size will work for you. So again, we've got the white and the yellow and the rose, and all you need to do is get on the phone lines and make sure you dial quickly, because obviously this is going to go. And yet, beautiful new style. Let me show you the hinge here. So it's pretty seamless. There's not much in the way of closures. When you see how very sleek it is from the side, so there's one little button over here. It's textured. That's how you're going to know where to find it, and simply press that down and it opens up. Now it can open up nice and wide for you, up to that wide, so it's really easy on and off. So you just simply slip it on over the wrist and then close it on up. So you actually close it, click it, and you're done. So that's as simple as we can make it. It's a really easy way to go. Now that's the rose gold. Obviously you're going to have the choice of, do you want the pear shape to point down or point up? That's totally up for you to decide. But it's a really easy to wear style. Now we also have the yellow gold, because that of course is going to give, look at that. That's where you really see the 18 karat because of the yellow being so rich like it is. Look at that. Opens right up, slip it on the wrist, and then you've got close and you're done. So it could not be easier than that. So all you do, and it literally you can do that with 2 fingers. And so you can see how they stack really, really well. So there's the yellow and there's the rose. Obviously we have the white gold here as well. So just wanted you to see what those look like on, and they're supposed to be close to the wrist. Again, if you have a teeny tiny wrist, they'll work for you. If you go up to a 7, they're going to work for you as well. Let's go back to the close-up and show you what we can do on price tag, because you see what we have. They're all sitting right there, and it's brand new, and probably not going to see this again. Can't imagine a day when you see this again. This is a one and done. That's what we're doing with new items, by the way. Is even if they don't sell out, which I can't imagine this not, but even if they don't sell out, well, guess what? It doesn't get another chance on the air. It's kind of a new revolution here. We're not going to be keeping pieces for, years and months and weeks and all of that, because we figure, the loyals, they're here. They're here, and we don't want reruns. If we've seen it, we either own it or we don't want it, right? It's one of those two reasons. So we want to give you new and fresh and updated all the time. So you're not going to be seeing reruns or, quite frankly, a big liquidation sale where it's like, okay, we're going to take all the old inventory. There's really going to be no old inventory, because we're going to have new and fresh every day like we've been doing. So really, again, that's really kind of a treat, I think, for those of us that always want to see what's new. I've seen what's here. I know it. I have it. I love it. Now I want something updated and new. Here it is. And 18 karat gold, can't stress that enough when you know how really valuable gold is and likely going up. So this is an important time when we've got a piece that we made a while ago, and now it gets to be here on the air for a sale price tag and gets to go a lot lower than $59.99, which is right where it should be. We're going to take it a lot lower. Again, white, yellow, rose, pick your favorite. I can tell you lately, the yellow, gold, and white diamond pieces have been the first to go. So that's probably where you need to dial even faster. And we're going to do better than even half that price. $3,000 it is not. It's not even $29.99. We've got a better value, and you will live in this bracelet every day. You will live in it, wear it. What's it going to do? Be tough as nails for you, because it's got that mirror finishing, but it's 18K. You've got the diamond in the center, which just looks so perfect. Sitting right there, already one gone. We just need to find out what gold color they're taking, but it is not going to be 29, and this is 18K. Why do I keep saying that? Because we're all used to seeing 14 karat. Almost every piece I've ever brought you here on this show is 14 karat gold. We are used to only seeing price tags on 14 karat gold. That is such a big upgrade to bring you 18 karat. I don't want us to lose sight of that. That is a huge extra value. And that's what's valuable and meaningful going forward. That's what's more valuable now. That's what's going to be. Nobody says gold is slowing down. It hasn't for a long time now. It's only been on one trajectory, and it just tends to continue. All the experts say it's going to keep on going and keep on going. Get your gold pieces now. Get what you love now. It's not even $29.99. We've already got, again, a couple of people on the phone lines. I think we're just debating on which color they're getting. It's not going to be $29 or $25 or $24.99. We're going even lower. This is way too low for a solid 18 karat gold piece. And yet it's not even 24. You ready? Come on in. White, yellow, rose, whichever one you like. But it's going to be only $1,999. Yes. What's that? The bow. The bow ring is gone. Congratulations. So bow ring from earlier is gone. Now we're working on those bangles. The bangles that are, again, best for an average to smaller size wrist. So average size largest. If you've got, again, over a 7-inch, please don't, this will not work for you. If you are a 7 or smaller, it will work for you, and beautifully. And it'll sit right where it should, right there with that diamond centered up on your wrist, and enjoy it. And thank you so much for looking at it. We'll give it 60 seconds. We're going to be done with that one. Then we've got our, we have massive Diaspore earrings that match the big pendant I had the other day. The Asher cut. You remember that big Asher cut pendant that sold so quickly? I have the matching earrings. Oh my goodness. 21 carats plus of Asher cuts in Diaspores. If you saw the pendant, you'll remember it. This is the match in the earring. Look at those. The bright greens and the bright purples and the bright reds coming all the way through. That's the earring that matches that pendant. So we do have those. And then we've got that mint green coming out of Brazil. That one's coming up as well. All right, 30 seconds remaining. Tim, which one would you like? White, yellow, or rose? Okay, rose gold gone. Thank you. The rose gold is spoken for. Let me go ahead and move that aside. Rose gold spoken for. Remember, one in yellow gold, one in white gold. They are going to be on their way. And let us know if you have any requests whatsoever. I do have that really large. Who's been waiting on a Brazilian tourmaline in quartz? I know a lot of you were bummed you missed the boat. Maybe that week we had them debut. Maybe you weren't with us, and I've heard a lot of you say since, I really want one of those. Well, here's the new one tonight. Wow. Huge stone, pear-shaped, diamonds all the way around it. That is gorgeous. And then we've got the new find. So 2 Brazilian stones, similar but different. Then there's the copper-bearing rubilite. Look at that. Okay, that's totally rubilite color on camera, at least on my monitor. It's now more purple. It's so, oh my gosh, it's changing color. Amazing. So we're going to leave the yellow and the white. All right, those are here, $19.99. Also have a magnificent opal. Look at this black opal. Okay, wow. Every color dancing through that stone. That's amazing. And then, okay, I swear to you, this stone is changing color. And they're not supposed to. We don't know of tourmalines to do that. But if you could see what I'm seeing, there's a real true rubilite pinky red until it gets down here on this display where there's a hot bright light, and then it becomes more purple. It's still got some pink elements, but it's become a little more purple. It's 112-8568. Welcome again to the show. We've got about an hour and 50 minutes remaining. Who is shopping over there with you, Tim? What's that? Terry. Hi, Terry. Terry with a T? Okay, thank you, Terry. We have Sherry's and Terry's and Carrie's and Mary's, and you know, it just goes on and on. So I always like to make sure I got it right. Thank you. This is our rubilite, copper bearing. Yes, it is. 112-8568 is going to be a $287. Cushion cut square. Let's come on in and take a good close-up look at that cushion cut. And notice the neon. Well, it's copper bearing. That's a big reason why you have that neon color, plus it's a carat 06 in the diamonds in the bridge. and there is only one. And the good news is I'm so thankful that we can make this one a little bit more affordable than the ones I had last week. When they debuted, this one is going to be super affordable for you. So get ready. Come on in, guys. We're ready to blow it out. This is just about as rare as you can get in a stone. And this is what I want to point out. That is a true bridge where the two rows down the middle, they run right down through under the stone, down from side to side. This is some of the liveliness and the color. I want to show it on the hand as well. So you can see, oh no, it's a teeny size right now. Okay, so we're probably going to need to size that if you don't wear a 4. We're going to have to size that a little bit larger for most, but take a look at that. That's going to be a really bright, amazing, clean stone. And don't worry about the sizing. And listen, if we need to size it dramatically, like let's say you need a 9, 10, 11, 12, we can go ahead and just rebuild the mounting and take that stone right on out, transfer it over. So no issue there. But this is going to be something that should be. You probably know this if you watched any of our copper-bearing stones that we had last week, which there were a number of them. You know that should be $99.99 right now. It's going to be better. It's got to be lower. It's still a debut. This is the first time seeing this amazing stone, but it's got to go for a lower price. That's one thing I've learned, is that we've got to make these copper bearing. It's really what I did all last week. We brought them out of the price they should have been, and then just everything had to take a tumble, and everything did. In order to move them, and they all went, by the way, it was just a matter of really taking those original prices and marking them way, way down to make sure that everybody could get a price they loved. That was the whole point. And boy, did we ever. So now you're getting that chance again. We already been through that. We went through all those different stones last week, just brought them down to a great price tag, and once they did, they were gone. And that's what's going to happen on what everybody knows now. This is part of the copper-bearing family. So it's paraiba. It's just the rule is, and the rule of thumb that the industry has decided on, is that we only call it paraiba. We only use that word, that term, if it's a blue, blue-green, or a green. So any of the blue-greens or any mix thereof, and the purples. Now, given that this has got some purple, in person, it's giving more red and giving more hot pink fuchsia. So I'm going to refrain from calling it paraiba, but we call it Cuprian albaite, which means the same thing. It's all the same exact thing. It's just kind of the industry got together and we decided there are certain colors we're going to use that term with and others we won't. So it's kind of just a little confusing, but once you know it, you know it. And either way, it's really rare. These are the types of stones you don't even typically see out and about, are those rubilites. We know rubilite is rare on its own. Now, of course, giving a little neon purple, and not going to be 99, 89, 79, 69. They're all out collectible stones. There's just not much out there that you can shop for that's any more rare than that stone is. And there's not much you can even look at, because there are stones you can shop for, but let's face it, the really, really rare is the stuff you can't shop for. Those are the pieces in auctions and museums and private collections and royal family owned and things like that. You don't see a lot of options when it comes to copper-bearing rubilite available for purchase. This one is not only available for purchase, it is a really small purchase to make. When you consider what this stone is, how rare it is, and we're going to blow it out from $69, $59, $49. It is not going to be. You've got an under $5,000 value. There's just certain things in life where it's just, no matter what the price tag, you prioritize getting them because it's the opportunity that's so rare. It's like it's once in a lifetime. It's almost like you have to put the cost aside, because if it's the only one available, or the only one you're going to see, or the only situation where it's going to be possible or feasible to actually add it to your collection, those are the ones you got to get. Those are the ones you got to go for. And to make that as simple as possible on this Wednesday night, listen, it's a wild Wednesday. I do whatever we need to do to get pieces out the door. We've been doing that on the copper bearing, started last week. We've got another one. It's a new one. You didn't see it. Even if you saw everything I had last week, did not see this one. So now we get to take it lower and make it $3,999 only for one caller on the copper-bearing rubilite. You'd pay that for a regular rubilite. True. We had one last week. A regular rubilite, no copper content, in the round, about this size, and it was this price tag. Well, if you're going to get a rubilite, and we're saying, here they are, take your pick, copper-bearing or no, get the copper-bearing stone and spend the same amount of money. And get a carat 06 in the bridge mounting as well, which is even more important. So really just adds up to great value there. Only the one, that is it. That's, of course, the one you do get. So that's important to realize and recognize as well. So final call now. That's it. We got to blow it out for $39.99. That should be gone. Then we have that incredible paraiba. Let's just stay with these copper-bearing stones. This time, copper-bearing. The original source ever, think about it. If we were here, like around convening, if we were shopping together in 1989, there would have been, and of course, most of jewelry shopping, like as far as high-end jewelry shopping, wasn't happening back in the 80s. This is a really, again, fairly new concept in terms of the home shopping world. And the home shopping world's changing pretty rapidly, right? I mean, most everyone I encounter these days says, I don't even have a TV. So, you know, I'm not watching TV, I'm streaming. So again, the home shopping world, really when you look at it, is kind of a short-lived little venture that we've all been blessed to be a part of, because, you know, it's more than just the typical, there's this stigma about jewelry on TV, that it's all just cheapo stuff, costume jewelry, when of course, you know, companies like TVON have really pioneered the ability to bring really, really rare exotic gemstones to everybody. And that has been really the joy. I know I've spent the last 25 years of my life doing just that. It's been the pride, it's been what I've dedicated my entire life every day to. And it's a niche, certainly yes, but I gotta tell you, I feel like if I was able to contribute to anybody's jewelry collection over the last 25 years, I'm thankful for that. That's something to be grateful for, because not everyone's in that position to offer fine jewelry. I could sit at Tiffany & Company and work there all day, and I wouldn't be able to offer the breadth of options we have, and certainly not the values, or pick a retailer. There's just no comparing to what we do, and I've been very blessed to be able to do this, and hopefully you've been able to add some pieces throughout these last few years, because again, the industry is changing quite a bit, and now I'm thinking about a time before really home shopping was really around, certainly in the fine jewelry world. And we go back to 1989 when there was an initial discovery of a stone called paraiba. And it was actually named for the state in Brazil called Paraíba, still there. So you talk about Paraíba as that's where that name comes from. It's a reference to where it was first discovered in 1989 by Hector Barbosa, this incredibly vibrant turquoisey neon stone that nobody knew what it was. And then they determined it was tourmaline. But then it was still a mystery as to, yes, but why? We've seen tourmalines from all over the globe for a lot of years in all different colors. So what was it that made this specific tourmaline so bright, so neon, and so blue-green? And that was the copper and manganese content. So fast forward to today when it's all gone, right? All completely gone, done. Now we go to the original find, and in this example, in 8152, it's actually that original Paraíba Brazilian crystals inside of quartz. When I know I've had some Brazilian stones here, and they've been 2 and 3 pointers mostly. I think our largest one ever was a 56 pointer and a 71 pointer. They don't come in large sizes. You've got that crystal inside this quartz, and we have got the total weight of 551. 129 in diamond weight. This is one of those that it's so weird. When we brought them out originally, we had a couple stones debut not too long ago, a couple months ago, and the big stones had no diamond weight. I was just kind of I was a little baffled by it. Thought, why do we put all the big stones, the grandest of them all, with like 4 points in diamonds? Well, now we have one that I think is really well suited. This is a carat 29, really what the stone deserves is a lot of diamond weight around it. Of course, totally encapsulating and surrounding that pear-shaped stone. Then you've got the sides with the split and the diamond in between, and looks amazing on the hand. And watch this color. It's even brighter when you see it in person. These bright, significant, you see right there, the crystals condensed more or less on this side of the stone, and you see these bright neon blue-green crystals. They're set within, so this is smooth, but it's set within that quartz. It is rare as can be, and it's the biggest and best way to get Brazilian Paraíba and also not pay the price, because even the little 2-point stones and the 3-point stones, the 5-point stones have been really pricey, as they should. We got a huge value for you. Taking it from $79.99 should be, that would be a wonderful price for the mounting alone. We're getting to make this a lot better for you, already approaching halfway through our Wednesday night. Let me know what requests, or better yet, hop on the lines for these brand new items like this one, because this is not gonna last. And so many of you said, I think I missed the boat. I missed the debut week. They were all there in 1 week, and now we've got a couple. I had the couple Paraíba with the purples and the blue greens. They're gone. Now we've got the bright blue greens together. That's wonderful. And a lot of it in a 551. We're going to make it better than half off. You're not even paying $4,000 for this one. It's kind of what we got to do on a Wednesday night to bring everyone back into the Wednesday week. Like, this is how we do it. We kick off our week on Wednesdays. I know it's a little bit out of the ordinary. I know usually the week kicks off on a Monday. Ours kicks off on a Wednesday. Takes a minute to get everyone back here, and then we get ready back in shopping mode. And so these values on Wednesday night are really exclusive and they're really, really good. And I think we're proving that right now. And maybe we go from good to great to better to best. That's what we're aiming to do. So if that's the piece you want, not even $4,000 or $39.99, and that's a lot of value for those diamonds. Carat 29, it's a good size diamond weight. In the white gold, or change it. If you want to do yellow or rose, let's do that for you instead, no problem. But here we are with our big value right now, not even 39, 38, 37, 36. You're going to be one of the few in the world that will ever own Brazilian paraiba in this rough natural crystal state, and a lot of it, because that's the big headline here, is you're getting more than a 2 or 3 points. Obviously, it'd have to be extracted and cut and actually faceted to get a carat weight. But you know, by seeing the size of the stone, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of Brazilian paraiba in that stone, which equates to a huge high value. And we're going to make it a lot better right now than even 36 or 35. Let's blow it out for $34.99. First caller. That's got to go. We've got everything that's got to go. And no matter how rare, yes, the big yellow diamond's going to be up here later. I think the top of the hour, the yellow diamond, the carat 29, coming out to play. We've got the big Tanzanite coming up. Who knows what we're going to do on that one. That's an important stone too. Museum reserve goodness. We got the big Diaspores, and yes, the pink diamond bypass ring is also here. But I think a lot of you may have noticed that there is one Brazilian stone here that I've flashed a couple of times. It's the newest out of Brazil. That's from a stone that was discovered in 1989. Here's a stone that was discovered about 89 days ago. And there is, and I don't know the exact, but I'm not exaggerating. This was only a couple of months back. I think it was 2.5 months, so probably about, close to 90 days ago, that we had our first ever Brazilian mint tourmalines. They've pretty much been about as on fire as a stone could get. We just haven't had many. And so with the arrangement set up with new mining ventures, you've probably heard this before, when it's pink zircon or when it's Afghan pink Diaspore, we generally have a connection on the ground at the mine. And when there's a new discovery made, we have a pact that is made where we have an agreement, if we are able to, and we really work our magic to do so, so that we can bring any new material to you first, directly to you. Before it gets out to the public, before it goes through the hands of middlemen and 3 times over and where you're paying more for it, we get the direct. So as it's discovered and as it's brought out of the ground, we're bringing it to you. That's why they have this kind of trickle in. They just trickle in one by one. I never have a parcel or like, here's a whole day of them. It's one by one, because that's what we're getting. And this is blue-green perfection out of Brazil. Take a look at this. This is not for the faint of heart here, and there has not been one that has been able to stick with us here since they debuted. This is a square cushion cut as well, and it's that minty green blue that is so, that's neon. Look at that, full light. Very little light, but like I said, we're under low light no matter what. I think it's just because this light is very dim today. That must be it. I think that must be it. The light is on, but it's very dim. So let me see if we can crank it up a little bit hotter here so that you can see. Here we go. I was wondering why everything looks so dark. It's because the light's like not really quite on. So that's more like it. Now we can see a little more of that color, right? We'll see how long that lasts. But there it is. So that's going to be our big stone here. It's going to be 1128-230. And we have a very important Brazilian stone here. It's that beautiful green blue. It's that minty variety. That's more like it. See, I was going, why am I blocking the light? And there's no difference. Now it is. There's the full light. There's the lower light. You still see the neon. So that's our 225 mint tourmaline. There's 36 points in the diamonds as well. And they're going to be baguettes and rounds going around the halo and then rounds down the sides. So that's beautiful. And then it's all 14 karat gold. And we only just have the one. Now, these have not been sticking around, so you might want to dial in on the early side here if you're thinking about it, because obviously we know they're beautiful. They're beautiful and they're rare. And at the end of the day, you're probably thinking, Brazil, tourmaline, where have I heard that? Did I hear that a few minutes ago? Yeah, those are paraibas. This very well may be as well. There haven't been enough of them to send them off to GIA yet. And call us selfish, but we've been taking them all. And instead of sending them off to GIA and waiting for a big pile or parcel or big collection, we've been putting them in jewelry and getting them directly to you at incredible values. So why would we do that? So you can get in before the price tags soar, before the rest of the world knows about it, before everybody else has a chance. And I'm talking about the insiders and the traders and the dealers. Before they all get it, you get it first. and it saves you money because we're pricing it like it's any old regular tourmaline. When it's out of Brazil, and let's face it, based on the colors you're seeing, it's probably copper bearing. I mean, let's take what we know. Visual IDs are important. That's what GIA is going to do until they do comprehensive chemical testing to figure out what exactly is making up that color. You can get it now. Spend a fraction of what you would, because you know our 2-carat paraibas, if they're blue, green, copper bearing, they're going to be $40,000 and $50,000. This ain't $40,000, and it's one only, and I need you to dial because it's the only one I have. Everything else I have had is already sold. They are not here sitting in a vault. They're not going back. They're just gone. And that's what it looks like on the hand, like the best neon, beautiful blue-green paraiba you've ever seen, and without the $40,000 price tag. And without the $4,000 price tag. Please dial in. If nothing else, it puts you there at the front of the line. You get first right of refusal. It's not $39.99, and let's face it, 30 seconds, that could be gone. Easily at that price tag. But it's not. It's not $39. It's not $29. The values are getting wilder. It's not $29.99. It really is not. It's going to be better. Are you thinking, Jason, about this one or something else? Okay. So nobody's on the phone lines yet. I'm going Wild Wednesday like we do. This is what we do, guys. Wednesday night. It is not to be missed. If you need to put the little ribbon ring around, well, actually the ribbon ring is gone, but if you need something to remind you, set those alarms, be ready to go. We're halfway through the show. The values have been unbelievable, but now another one. Less than $2,500. This is a $225. It could easily be $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 per carat. Instead, we're giving it away. It's not $2,500. It's not $2,499. This has been every single one that I've had here, and there have only been maybe nine stones, 10 stones, somewhere in that neighborhood. Every one of them's gone. And with a lot of wait list waiting for more to come in, well, here it is. This is the moment to get it. It's not going to be 24 or 23. This is one only. It's a beautiful stone. And hello, it's tourmaline. It's clean like that is. That's a clean stone. I don't see a flaw in it, and we're pretty up close to it. And I cannot find a flaw in that stone. And it's not going to be $23.99 either. It is $22.99. There is only one. And I implore you to try it. Let me send it to your house for free, meaning you just say yes. And then I get it to you for free. You check it out. You see what you think. You've got your gold color choice as well. You've got your sizing included. You've got the shipping for free. And it's $22.99. See if that isn't the most divine. If you already have paraibas, let me warn you, that might put your other paraibas to shame because it is so bright and so clean and so very neon. It is the best. And that's a price tag you will not find anywhere else, even on regular old tourmalines, not from Brazil, not minty neon blue greens. That is an amazing, amazing stone. And I'm just going to bring it out. We're going to bring out the best example of pink diamond jewelry I've had ever in this show, because there have been 1 carats and 102s and 109s. I'm going to bring out a double pink diamond bypass ring that is going to wow one and all, and one caller, one collector is going to take it. We're going to bring it out. 8527 is next. We're going to just see who's got this one. I know we're talking about something else over here. They're taking something from earlier. This one is verifying. Don't leave it here. Don't leave it, because it's going to be 2 more minutes and it's gone, maybe not even that long. That is a beautiful stone. And the cushion cut square, my best paraiba, my most, prized collection piece is my 10 carat, and it is that exact shape. It is that cushion cut square, and it's gone. Congratulations. Here we go. So I did flash this earlier, but now it's time to just get into it. We got to get into it. 2 radiant cut pink diamonds in 1 ring. The other day I brought you a beautiful pink diamond. It was a 1/4 carat stone. Now I'm bringing you 2 of them in 1 ring, and they are saturated. Item number is 1128527. Oh, there goes my light. William, real quick, do you think William's watching right now? Let me do this. I'll hold on that just for a minute. I want to show William a request here. This is the Kunzite I had the other day. I want to say it was Sunday. May have been Saturday, may have been Friday, may have been, who knows. It's 1127647. It's 14 karat solid gold. And it's our 1252 oval Kunzite. It is also a carat 61 in diamonds, and it's got color. We saw the smaller one earlier, it's already gone. Now we're talking about the big oval. I'm wondering the same. I don't know if that's really on or working. Do you? Yeah, is it? Okay. Because it's definitely, these lights are not happy. But take a look, 1252. Is that William over there with you? What's he think? Is this the ring he's looking for? It is. Okay, let me try it on, and then we'll see what we can do here on the price tag. Oh, new markdown. Okay, even better. It's only been here a couple days. We're marking it down. Tell you what, that's got some shine. This is almost like looking at a pink diamond. Now, I don't have a 1252 pink diamond, nor do I have a 1252 purple diamond, but we do have this one, which is going to be the close look as far as visually. Looks a lot like it, and you've got a lot of diamond weight. It's supposed to be $69.99, much better value right now. You cannot change the gold. It's going to be in the white gold only on this one, and that is a very bright, you know, for being an oval, I think one of the appeals here is that for being an oval stone, it really has a lot of almost an emerald cut or cushion-like facet pattern on the inside. So that's really important. You see what that's doing. That's a special cut. And I know it needs a little polishing beyond what I'm capable of doing here on set, but I will make it less than $3,000. And I'll do everything I can, as usual. But sometimes my best is not enough when it comes to, you know, polishing stones. Here's what I'll do. I have got one, let's blow it out, better than even $3,000. It's not $29.99 either. I'll keep on going. We got to blow out some jewelry here for the next 85 minutes. And let's do it right now. The very first caller takes it, $27.77. And that is one incredible stone. Definitely one of our best and brightest, and I do believe it's our largest Kunzite. And that is sold. Congratulations. Now I am going to bring out the pink diamonds, which we're going extra ultimately elite here. This is the pink diamond dueling ring here. It's 1128527. Just going to give it another polish. Here is, wow, just two incredibly saturated, amazing stones. Radiant cuts. That's the first thing. That's outstanding, is it not? Outstanding. 49 point total. This is all 18 karat gold, rose and white. Let's cover that first. Then you have the really special, you can't really even describe the nature of rarity between this radiant, that radiant, the fact they're matched, and the fact they're almost a quarter carat apiece. Then you have 15 points in other pink diamonds. Why? Well, they've got the halos around them. Then you have 69 points in white diamonds all the way around this bypass design. Might I also add, the bypass design makes it so that, let me go grab that light, so that you can actually wear it anywhere on the hand. It could be really, I would say, between the ring finger and the middle and the index, you're going to have the option to wear it a number of places on the hand to really make it something that you're wearing every day, because please don't leave that on the shelf or in the jewelry box at home. It deserves to be out and about and enjoyed and worn and loved. And yet you've got, who cares about the total weight? Honestly, I'll add it up for you, but it's really about what you have there in those centers. I mean, we love what's around it. The halos are great, but the color and the cutting that you're getting in those two centers, and yes, it's weird, but that they are definitely two center stones, that is incredible. So yes, 133 overall, carat and a third. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It is supposed to be, and this is a miracle because my single individual quarter carat the other day was $12,999. This one's only listed at $14,999 when it's double the diamonds. That's true. Were you with me? It was a pear shape, right? Pear shape the other day, quarter carat. What show was it? I don't know, but it was last week. Look how saturated they are. Not barely they're pinks, they're practically purples instead. This is for one caller. It is a complete collectible. You could wear it here, here, or there, wherever you want to wear it, but wear it every day. Sits low profile enough. Got great finishing. Look at this on the inside. Wow. Beautiful under galleries per section there. That great bypass which extends it and elongates on the finger so beautifully. And it's not going to be $14,999. There is only the one. Obviously, it's not going to last. We know that much. And here's your chance to pick it up. I just can't get enough of this piece. It's so divine. We've never, ever had anything like it. That's incredible as well. And now we're ready to blow it out. One caller takes it. We're halfway through the show already. We've got 2 Tanzanites. We've got a yellow diamond, all still to come. But this is not staying here. It cannot stay here. And there goes my light. Let me put that back on for you. It's not going to be $99.99. 2 incredible radiant cuts together. Together, that's incredible. Radiance, no less. Not ovals, not pear shapes, not the cushions we always see. Radiance. Exquisite cutting. Not 99, not 89, not 79. I only have one. It's going to fly. If one piece goes today, it's this piece. It's the piece we've never had before, the piece we'll never have again, the 18 karat solid rose and white, the one only. You can't make it, let alone collect it. Where would you buy it? How much would you pay if that was on display in a retail store? First of all, where are you going to find a retail store that's carrying natural pink diamonds? Natural, not treated, not heated, nothing. That alone is tough to do. We've got the natural stones. They're not barely pink. They are bright, almost lavender purples as well. You're not even paying $79. Even $7,500. It's going lower, and significantly so. To make this easy for you, one caller takes it. Where are my collectors at on this Wednesday night? Because this is every bit as collectible of a piece as I can bring to you, and it's only going to be $6,999 first caller. That's it. We have one, and it's going to be gone. We'll give it 30 seconds, and I don't know how or where. Again, one radiant cut, quarter carat pink like that. You got 2 matched up that are practically purple. That is so impressive because, again, when you're not giving any help, when you're not giving it treatment, when you're not heating it, when you're not irradiating it, well, that's why most of the fancy colored diamonds out there are really faint in color. That's why they are acceptable as barely there, because that's usually all we get. We take them for being natural. We love them for being natural. That's all you get. Here is where you've got that next level achieved. It's so incredible. So try it and see if that's not your new everyday piece. Like I'll tell you what I would do. I'd get a size 7. I'd wear it every day on my index finger. Left hand, index finger, done. Like that would be the ultimate, oh my goodness, wow piece. That kind of sexy, sleek, down the finger kind of look. The bypass that's wrapping and coiling around your finger. It's amazing. So it's only for one caller. It's going to be $69.99. We'll see who's got it. And then we're going to move right along because we are getting close to top of the hour time. It's when that yellow diamond comes out to play. Do have a carat 29. I do have our new heart shape designer piece as well. That's our burnished gold with the diamonds embedded in as well. So we do have that, and that's going to be coming up. Plus we also have a very important Tanzanite pairing. We've got a couple of different Tanzanites for you that are coming up tonight. So it's quite the show, isn't it? Quite a Wednesday here. It really is. We're showing you how important Wednesdays are and how they are not to be missed. We know that. So we've got this beautiful heart-shaped designer piece. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. I am so, I was telling you guys when we started bringing these designs, I was telling you how popular they're going to start being and how they're going to start appearing everywhere you look at jewelry. Well, sure enough, I got a major designer catalog delivered to my mailbox the other day, and what did it have on the front of that catalog? It was, gold with burnished diamonds, just like this. Except they were lab-grown stones, and it was $30,000. But there's that, so it was a little different than what we do here. This is our newest, latest design because we've been starting again. Last week was all about this kind of look. Started with a beautiful band ring, then it went to some hoop earrings, and then we brought the fabulous necklace. Well, now we're upgrading a bit. We're going a little larger here than the disc or medallion style we had. We've got a heart shape, and I keep having to zoom back. I hate to do that because I want to get up close, but I want you to see the whole thing too. It's going to be item number, let me get it for you. It's 112-8505. Really want to show you here though, this is all satin finish. So as you move it, you see this great sheen it has to the surface, kind of a subtle glow. I love it. I just love satin finish gold. I think it really does have a glow that is really different than even a mirror finishing, and even a little bit more, seems like it should be more subtle, but it's not. It's really got a statement to it. And it's got a diamond weight of 80 points. They're all bigger diamonds here that are set within this heart shape, which is rather large. It's like the medallion style meets the heart shape here. And so you've got that together. Then it's going to be in yellow gold only. We're throwing in a chain. The chain is going to have a couple of extra diamonds so that even though this is not, now the disc I brought you, the medallion style the other day, that was all attached. It had the chain, yes, but it was all attached. It was all one necklace. There was no other way to wear it. This is where you can take the pendant off the chain and wear it with other things, or better yet, probably more likely, you're going to take the chain and use it with other pendants. So you can mix and match it as you like, but it's 80 points in diamonds. They're all bigger stones here, set within, so this is never something that's catching on anything or snagging sweaters, or I know it's 105 degrees out here today, so we're not talking about sweaters, but this is a piece you're wearing probably not just for the next summertime months. This is jewelry. Jewelry is not seasonal. This isn't like the bathing suit where you're going to put it away at the end of, you know, it's September and say, I don't need to see you for another 6 months. It's jewelry is not like that. It's not seasonal. We're not storing it away. We're wearing our jewelry hopefully every day throughout not only the year, but the years, so that you have one great piece and you're enjoying it. But also the heart-shaped symbolism is a great gift to give for someone else to wear perhaps. And it's got a great size. So let me show that to you on the hand here. It's going to be a great value. It's a lot of gold, that's for sure. Here's what it looks like, and then it's got great finishing as well. You can see those couple of diamonds, how I can maneuver them so we can have them, you know, centered up, or we can have 2 diamonds on one side if you like. But isn't that a great style? This is what's going to be happening, even if you're going, well, I've never seen that before. Well, you're going to be seeing a lot of this going forward. It is the hottest look, but we are before everybody else. We are bringing you new styles, updated styles. We produce jewelry every single day, so we're not waiting till once in a year. I mean, you guys would be pretty bored if we just only brought jewelry once a year that was new. So we bring it all the time. And take a look, 1 inch top to bottom, chain with it. The chain is adjustable, so still that chain, you are really going to use this. It's got that lobster claw closure, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length, and a beautiful look on the neckline, which I will show you right now. So you can see how beautiful that's going to be from a distance away. And that subtle sheen, that glow of having satin finishing is amazing, isn't it? It really, really is. So that's important. And again, you can see how I just chose to kind of put the diamonds. I mean, you can do whatever you wish. If I'm centering it up, stays right there. Wear it higher or lower. That would be 18 inches, 16 inches is right about here. So you're obviously choosing with all those links built in how you want to wear it. Let's take another look at it though on the hand, then we'll take it up close for you, and we'll make sure that you go absolutely wild over the price tag. This also is the finishing you're getting as well. So what I'll do here is just hold it up close so you can see what it looks like here, because this is important as well, seeing that backing and that finishing. And oh, my light's gone and I gotta babysit the piece. So anyway, this is what I'll do my best here to show you what I can do here, and then we'll see. It's interesting under low light or no light, still kind of glowing. You see that there, the way it just glows the way it does. So you've got that sparkle to the diamonds. That's really amazing, isn't it? Kind of like they've all concentrated at the base and then they kind of bubble up from there, and we're going to blow it out. $49.99. Well, that makes sense. You got a lot of gold there and a lot of diamond weight at almost 80, or rather almost a carat, because it's got that 80 points. We'd love to see it. And a bigger style. Nobody's missing that heart shape. Kind of the heart shape meeting the medallion here, and we'll do it right now for $1,499 a blowout. And yes, this chain, adjustable. A chain that's worth the price of admission as well, because it's got those extra diamonds, bezel set, all the luxury of having a really nice upgraded style chain, something you wear all the time, and it's only $14.99. So a really important value on that one. So really important for $14.99. Take it if you love it. I'm just going to drape it there for a moment. I'll go get some lights going, and then we can get you back to our top of the hour, which is coming up here shortly. So we'll have that big top of the hour with yellow diamonds. The big yellow diamond, the carat 29, is going to be here. That stone that looks so large, we'll bring it out at the top of the hour. We've got our fabulous heart shape here, not to be missed. Again, a little tougher to see it from that distance away, but there's a little size perspective for you. So that's it, $14.99, and bye-bye it'll go if you like that new design. Also pairs back beautifully with all the pieces we had last week. The band style ring, the hoop earrings, and you know, the medallion style necklace was a little smaller, so you could certainly wear this paired up and layered with it too. So you've got some options and ways to go there. All right, next up, we've got the opal. So real quick though, I did flash these. If anybody's curious what that was, what did you see there flash when it came to the diaspores? Here's what they look like. These are Asher cut Diaspore earrings. Got to give them a little love here. 1128397. Obviously not something you're going to find anywhere else, but we did have a matching pendant here last week that did find a happy home. So wanted to bring you something very special in a match. Now, the only difference is this is a very large round diamond, whereas before we did a different trillion look. This is going to be a large diamond at the top, right above your Asher. And then you also have the diamonds in front of this gorgeous gold hoop. So that's going to be what starts it. Gold lever back style hoop. The item number is 1128397. There's 2102 total here in your color changing diaspores. Aren't they amazing? The pinks and the greens, and that's what really made these so different, is that they're actually giving you a lot more color than we typically see from a Diaspore. I did have a gorgeous one earlier today in a ring. It was in an oval, but it was more the traditional lighter colors. This has got those bright greens and bright reds all the way through, and it just looks fabulous. Not to mention these diamonds up front, the big diamond here, which is actually princess cut, and that will be 1128397. 2102 in the color change Diaspore, one source in the world, 67 points just among your two princess cuts. So yeah, they're close to right around a third of a carat each. And then another 17 points in diamonds in the front of that hoop. And if you can, oh my goodness, Diaspores are so much fun to wear as an earring because there's that versatility to the color. You're already seeing it in one light here, the deep greens, the deep goldens, the bright, it's like a, think of it like a bronze color that comes through, and then off the faceting is where you see downright purples and reds. It's just electrifying, the kind of color that comes from this stone. These are the most saturated we've seen. It really is the match to the Asher cut pendant we had the other day. If you'd like the earrings, I'm going to do my part here to make them super affordable. $14,999. That's what they should be. Done, out the door. Well, they're going to be better because, again, we're getting close to that top of the hour. We got some Tanzanite, some yellow diamonds, all of that still to come. And anything you'd like to request as well, we'd be happy to bring it out. But this is where, gotta move a Diaspore earring here in a big size, over 10 carats each. Incredible, aren't they? They really are something special. I gotta show you one on here as well. Give you a quick measurement. We'll take them under $10,000. Not $99.99 either. Even better value. Take a look at them from a distance. Here we go. This is where we're getting them down to a price nobody can do. How about that? Who has a Diaspore like that? It's only you, this light, very naughty. It knows the second I'm chained to the desk here and can't turn it on, it goes off. Here's 1.5 inches top to bottom. I'll try one on for you as well. And then we'll show them back up close too. But I love it, just for those princess cuts. That's pretty nice there. Big princess cut diamond like that. Here's what they look like from a distance away. So you can see that amazing color they've got. I mean, what do you say? Diaspore earring, anybody? Big Asher cut, changing color. So when you go into an incandescent light, they turn completely red, purple. And that's what we like. I mean, this is a truly exotic stone. You don't get to see this anywhere else. And in that quality, that color, let's blow them out. They're not even $89.99. Not even. How about $7,900? You know what, even better than $79.99. Very first caller, there's only one pair. You see how perfectly they sit up and face out to the world. Those stones are not falling forward. They're not drooping backwards. They're right out front, exactly where they should be. And they're not even $79.99. They're even lower. $7,499 only. That's it for one caller. We'll take another look at them close up. They are amazing. They really are, and it's all a hinged lever back style, so you don't need to worry about it. The backing does not touch the post. It's all for you. Take a look at that, and then you've got that open work. See those bright greens? It's like looking at a bright neon peridot. Among all the other gorgeous colors, all in one fabulous earring. So that is our only pair of Asher cut Diaspore earrings. And let me remind you, if you wanted a ring, we did have one earlier today. It was in our first couple minutes of the show. It was under $1,000. And I'll show it to you again. It's this one for $9.99. So we do have a Diaspore with yellow diamonds and white diamonds around it. And just a reminder, as we are reaching towards the last hour here. That is going to be here for only $999 if you'd like to get that one. It was item number 112-6514 for the carat 20 with the yellow diamonds with it, and then the white diamonds around that. So a very important style to get a hold of if you like the Diaspores, but you want to be on the more affordable side. You're still getting all the extras, all the wild moments there with the extra yellow diamonds, which are so nice, and then the double halo, the really big white diamonds along the outer edge. That's awfully important, and then we got to get to it, guys. We got 8 minutes till the top of the hour. Do we dare bring out the incredible round blue wing block D? We've got so many incredible pieces. This last hour is upon us here. Got a few. I've got this great opal. Look at this one. This one, the Tanzanite is 7 carats. Look at that. That's a specialty cut though. So that's the only one of its kind. Like it. I'm going to show you something, even if you've seen all of the tens of thousands of blue wings I've done over the last 6.5 years, you've never seen a cut like what we're going to bring in just a few minutes. We also have a Diaspore. Well, interestingly enough, there's a 3 carat. It's just so much more money. So if you would like lesser diamond weight, but with a larger stone, we do have this cushion cut. So I'd say get the oval. They look about the same. That's the thing. You're going to pay so much more for this one. Doesn't have the diamond weight. I would say I don't think anyone's going to beat that price on that oval there for $9.99. And also as a reminder from earlier in the show, we had a couple other pieces that were all under $1,000. So just to remind you of what those are, I'll do a quick little recap of some of the pieces you may have missed a couple hours ago, just to show you. We also had a beautiful ring in a pink zircon. So here's the Diaspore for $9.99. Here's the pink zircon. Now that's a 5 carat 44. That's about as luxury as it gets. That's also $9.99. The turquoise necklace, well, this makes no sense. This one's $8.88 for a turquoise necklace, and it's got diamonds and it's got little fuzzies on it. I don't know what is, the turquoise is attracting some of the cloth that it was sitting in, so I'm not sure what that's about, but here we go. Used to be, tourmalines would do that, right? They could be a little like magnetized, if you will. So there's what we have under $1,000. And then I also want to remind you, I did have some pink diamond hoops that were also here. And the pink diamond hoops are $499. We have only got the rose gold for you. So there's just a selection of what we had earlier in the show right off the bat. So just a couple great ideas here, under $1,000 or under $500 if you like the reversible pink diamond pave earrings. So what a great way to go. I mean, how many people in the world could say they have pink diamond hoops? Natural pink diamond hoops, pretty impressive. So to be able to get anything up there for under $1,000, you got it. So $9.99 or less. Just let me know if you have a preference. The Diaspore, the pink zircon, which is amazing, and then the pink diamond earrings, they're $4.99 by the way, so they're very affordable. And then we've got the turquoise necklace. It's the chain and the pendant included together, and that's going to be $8.88 for that piece. So any way you want to go. We are on our way though. We've got the top of the hour 5 minutes away, so I just wanted to do that quick recap. That'll be the last time we see those pieces today. So just wanted to remind you they're here. Let me go grab the light, and then we'll go ahead and get back to our top of the hour, which is going to be that massive yellow diamond that's on the way. We've got the carat 29. Not such a massive price tag though. Really big diamond, small price. We do enjoy that. Also have the really cool, you know what I've got, look at this. Here's all these one-of-a-kinds here. These one-of-a-kinds, which we're probably not going to have time for. So let me just put them up here because there's a really big iolite. Let's move this aside, make it all about the rings. I'll leave the earrings. The iolite is going to look a lot better without the fingerprint. It's a really rare iolite stone that looks as if it is sapphire or Tanzanite or maybe blue spinel. That's going to be under $1,000. Let's do that for $9.99. Let's make this huge opal. That's a crystal opal. Look at the size. It's a round, just like the iolite is. That's going to be $9.99. And then what else? Anything else I can show you? How about this? Large Royal Zembarn garnet. Another color shifting stone. It's going to look a lot like the pink zircon, but it's going to have the ability to shift color and change color a little bit. Okay, so pink diamonds are going to go right here. Here is the color, this is the Royal Zembarn, known as the color purple in Tanzania, but it's actually, you see how it's more purple in comparison with the pink zircon, but it's actually a garnet, but it color shifts with reds and blues that come through in addition to the purple. So it's iolite opal, we have the fabulous Diaspore, which I'll bring in a little closer. Then we've got the pink diamond earrings and the pink zircon and the royal zambar and garnet, and everything up there is $9.99 or less. So how about it? Last chance to get anything up there, and now we've got some new additions joining in the fun here. The iolite's amazing. The iolite is so it's got this cool spiral-like design, very rounded type of halo, and then it looks like ribbons wrapping around it. That crystal opal. The crystal opal is gigantic. The crystal opal is going to be a 418. That's going to be here for $9.99 as well. The Zambaran, let's give it 60 seconds on anything on that wheel, and you tell me what you love. But that's obviously got to be where pieces have got to go here. Before our top of the hour gets here, where we're going to be showcasing that yellow diamond deal, there's the Diaspore. Here's the iolite. Iolite known as the water sapphire, but sometimes it just looks like a faded type of sapphire. Not the case here. It is bright and about as neon of a blue as it gets. So iolite is not something we see very often. We wait for the good stuff. We got a beauty there. Then we've got the huge opal. That's the 4 karat 18 round in the crystal opal. That's going to be loaded with diamonds, got 22 points in the halo around it. And then you go right down into the center. That's the pink zircon. This is a really difficult wheel to actually duplicate. I don't know where else you're going to find solid gold jewelry, gorgeous exotic gemstones. I mean, we got a lot of exotics up there, from the zircon to the Diaspore. The opal is a phenomenal gem. We've got natural pink diamonds. By the way, the pink diamond hoops are actually going to be $4.99. So if you're looking for what's $4.99 up there, it is definitely the pink diamond hoops that we have at the pave. This is our last 2 minutes of this hour. Hour number 2 is almost over. At the top of the hour, in 2 minutes time, we're going to talk about that very large yellow diamond. Then I have two. This is not something I'm sure we're ready for, but I've got two Tanzanites, two big Tanzanites, the 7 and the 2 carat, two Tanzanite rounds. One is unlike anything you've ever seen before. We will showcase those in our last hour. This is the yellow diamond that's coming up right at the top of the hour, but we have 2 minutes, about 1:40 actually, to get everything you see on this wheel out to your home. And maybe if you can't decide, being all under $1,000, you take a couple, you get your favorites, you take what you love, because they are undeniably amazing values. This is a jewelry era that we live in that is not conducive to under $1,000 gold. But that's what's happening up here. So $4.99 and $9.99. And our last call on that wheel, let's give it 1:30 or so. And then we'll be on to our yellow diamond opportunity. I got to believe that's what everyone's waiting on. Everybody just wants a giveaway on a yellow diamond. I'm with you. I will provide you with that opportunity. We'll bring it to you next. All right. And congrats if you get anything up there. $4.99 and $9.99. Whatever you like. Turquoise necklace is also still here. If you'd like to go ahead and grab that, you may. Then we've got our last call on the show. It's our last hour, but this hour is going to be the hour of power. Let me tell you, it's going to be an amazing hour. We've got the yellow diamond to kick it off. Oh, I just realized how crazy this is. Okay, well, you know what? Yellow diamond time is coming up. 20 seconds away. It'll align exactly with our top of the hour. We're going to clear that wheel, and we're going to really rock your world with the ultimate yellow diamond opportunity. So that is coming up. So any questions? Let's just face it. $9.99 Diaspore, $9.99 Zambaran, $9.99 544 pink zircon, $9.99 for the opal, $9.99 for the iolite, and only $499 for rose gold pink diamond pave hoops. That is good. That's a really good wheel. Jason, how can I help you before we go? Anything you want to see? We have 2 pairs. You can get 1 or 2, and the hoops are down to, it looks like 1 pair left on the rose gold pink diamond hoops. 1 left. Started with 2, got 1 pair left. Anything on the ring front? Nothing? All right, we're waiting for the pick. Let's just do it. Yellow diamond time is here. Opal, zircon, Diaspore, Zambaran, and the iolite. I'm going to need to zoom in here. But as we welcome everybody, let me go do a couple things. Let me zoom in and turn the light on. Hi, everybody. Top of the hour's here. So sorry guys, sorry for the technical issues, but I'm doing best I can, okay? So tough to do a TV show without lights, but I'm trying. This is our last hour of this show. It's Wednesday, we're live. This is okay. It's okay. I'm going to do, yes. Okay, we can. I'm going to try on the earrings again. Let's go to the ring. Let me grab the earrings, and let's see if we can put those on real quick for everybody. They're a 1/2 inch, Jason. I know we did all that earlier, so apologies if that is redundant to you guys, but let me pop on this rose gold hoops one more time. It was 1112100. Who picked them up? Oh, they're not gone yet. Oh, okay. Who was asking about them? Just so I can make sure and get their attention. Hi, Gladys. Okay, so Gladys, here are the earrings on. So just want to show you one more time. I know we did these very early in the show. $499 gets you a rose gold hoop. They're reversible, Gladys, so you can wear them with the diamonds out front or the mirror finished gold. They're only in rose gold, and they are $499. That's going to be our most affordable piece of the entire show. I should probably, refrain from saying that because I'm going to do some auctions in this last hour. So I don't know where everything's going to go, but I know this. $499 is tough to top. It's tough to top in gold. And you've got the rose gold there, which is amazing. All right, so we're going to turn on. I'm going to go run and get that light back on. There are the earrings for you. So $499. So let me go run real quick across the studio here. And then we're going to go ahead and get you ready for the yellow diamond of the day. And this is something I had to beg for. It was not here for the show. It was not a part of this Wednesday night show. I just felt like we needed something that was really going to blow everybody away for value, for quality, for something we don't always see. So those of you that tune in all the time, you're going to see something different. This is not a 1 carat, it's a 129. The item number is 1125580. How'd I remember that? Easy one to remember. I don't know how I managed, but I did. It's my birthday, so that's why. It's an easy one. I'll never forget it. I've been waiting for 5580 to come through for 9 years, and here it is today on this very special day. Happy June, everybody. So we're so glad you're with us. We are at top of the hour again. Thank you so much for bearing with us as we have a few technical glitches here that I'm doing my best, so thank you for bearing with us here. As I'm out of breath because I'm running back and forth, but this is our 129 VS center diamond. It's a VS oval, but that's the big deal. If you're going, 129. Same thing as what I always see. No, it's not. What we see are 1 carats typically, although we have really not seen any 1 carats because we have no new yellow diamonds coming in because, oh yeah, last Monday in Las Vegas, the same diamond dealer that we've used in the past had the yellow diamonds for $22,000 for a loose stone. 1 carat, yellow diamond, loose stone. The same ones that were $18,000 a few months ago. The same ones that 6 months ago were actually $15,000. So they're going up big time. I'm doing exactly the opposite. You have to understand, when I say they're going up, I'm talking about them, outside TVON. This is different. When we're in these dark studio walls with no lights, we do something different. And I don't get wholesale. I certainly am never going to get retail. Ooh, no. I could sell a year's worth of jewelry and not get retail on 1 yellow diamond. This is a carat 29, which is a big deal because if you're like me and you're going, well, I like a bigger diamond, but I also have a budget. I don't have unlimited funds to spend. So I can't spend millions or hundreds of thousands. What am I to do? Settle? Settle? I'm going to tell you no. Even if you're saying, well, maybe. Don't settle. Please don't settle. Please don't settle. And if you ever have to settle, then just come shop with me. Because if you're settling elsewhere, don't do it. You don't have to do it around here. I've got the 129, which is a big step up, but here's the difference maker. It's an oval number 1, so ovals, no matter what it is, I don't care if it's amethyst or tanzanite or ruby, or if it's diamond, white diamond or yellow or any other color, it's gonna look bigger in carat weight when it's an oval shape. Ovals just do. They look bigger. They're like me, they got a big face. So, right, they just have a big face to them. This is our 129. 25 points in yellow diamonds with it. That means surrounding it too, they're a match. So your 129 already large oval looks even bigger. It looks bigger. Then you've got 90 points in white diamonds. This is a ring that I probably, to be honest, as I always am, I shouldn't show. I got no business showing this tonight. I've been through 2 hours and 5 minutes. I got no business showing this ring. It's a $14,999 ring because it's a huge upgrade from a 1 carat because every time you step up in 1 point of diamond weight, you go up exponentially in price tag. And suddenly, before you know it, you're spending millions of dollars. I don't want you, and it's $14,999, by the way. So that's the deal. That's what it's supposed to be. We can take care of you. I'm going to do something vastly different here. And I'm not going to start, I'm going to do it in an auction because it's the only way I can get away from that price. Otherwise, I got to charge you that and leave it. That's the way it's got to be. We can do better. It's $129. You get the 25 points of extra. That's going to be the bridge setting with the yellow diamonds running underneath. It's also got two-tone gold. That's all 14 karat, and there's a lot of gold. This one bridge takes the gold weight of 3 rings normally. So you've got a lot of gold weight. You've got a big center diamond. You've got a lot going on under it, around it, over it, sides, everywhere. And now you get it for your choice, because I'm just going to put on the auction block and we're going to get, oh, we're running away from 15,000. Yes. The hoop earrings, all right. Here's what I'll do. We're going to go for it. We're just going for it here. Look at that color, exactly what you want. Dull? No. Brown? No. Do you see any green? Light yellow? Pale? Brown colors? No. Bright as can be, stunning highlighter yellow. It's the best color you could ask for. It's all natural. I didn't heat this thing. I didn't bombard it with radiation. I did not set it out by a power line. We just literally let Mother Nature do her thing. And Mother Nature, oh, she did good here. And yes, improper grammar for emphasis. Yeah, she did good. It's not going to be $10,000 to start. This is the dream ring. And the beautiful bright, every accent yellow is the same brightness and brilliance of the center. That 129 is massive. It looks like I'm wearing a 4 karat oval because there's a perfect match in the halo and the center and the center and the halo. And it's not going to be $10,000 to open. Come on in. All I can do is sell it cheap. It's kind of what I do here. It's what I do. And I don't care what's happening with gold right now. I don't care. I don't care what's happening with diamonds, and you heard it. 1 carats are wholesaling for $22,000. That was as of last Monday. This is not going to be 10 or 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or 5. Listen, there's a lot of people that have this philosophy, and they're going, well, I can't afford a yellow diamond. And then they're out here going, well, I'm going to buy like, 18 other rings, right? Let me tell you something. Out of everything we do, out of everything that's not what we do, the jewelry world in general is all about fancy diamonds. And there are very few places to find them. And even if you're somebody who's out there maybe spending like every day you're shopping up and down the dial and you're buying like $130 items, or you're buying like $3,000 items, or you're buying 5 $1,000 items. That's fantastic. Buy what you love, get what makes you happy, do you. But let me tell you, when it comes to what's happening in this world, if there is a choice to be made, if you had to choose one stone to make a conscious decision to collect, it's yellow diamonds that are natural. And if there is somebody out there, willing to price one way too cheap, do it. Take advantage of her. Take advantage of Lauren Blair, because I am going to be doing that right now. I have absolutely no business selling that at $5,000. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. But instead, I'm going to give you an opportunity. It's not going to be $500 increments or $100 increments. It's going to be $10. So let's put the increments aside. Let's get the open lower, because I don't have one yet. We are at a mere fraction of what that center stone should go for on its own. I'm not going to start it at 5. This is the opportunity. $244 total, but I want you to look at more than just carat weights. Look at the gold it's setting in. Look at the color, distinct color of those diamonds being the pristine, perfect yellow. It's not giving anything but yellow. No secondary greens, no secondary browns, and it's not faint pale. It is bright as can be. And then you got the exact match in the accent stones and 90 points in white diamonds to boot, which we're probably not even looking at or talking about, but it's important as well. And you're doing all of that for less than $5,000 to start. Here's the giveaway. And you see it, $15,000 to 5, saving you 10. We're going to go even lower. It's not even $4,500. I just saw that the light is out, so I'm going to go put that back on. But this is not going to be $4,500 to start either. So here's the deal. Call me. Don't worry about the increments, but they're teeny tiny if you're a bid or 2, 3, 5, or 10. I need a lot of people in on this. We need to get up somewhere closer to here and not here. We need to be there, not here. If we're in the middle, great, but we still need to be closer to here. Otherwise, because you know we work on very teeny tiny, tight little margins. So that price is the most incredible value anywhere. The fact that I'm going so much less to try and get this one started. You can go ahead and take a look at it. We've been seeing it all night, Tone. It's okay. They know what I'm doing. Here's what we got to do. That's the ring. Could be on your hand in the next couple of days. But instead of 45, apparently that's not getting your attention yet. Let's go even lower. And that's the way you get a big look and a big wow and a big stone that makes a difference. Because when they go to 2, they go to 16, 20, 30 here on this show. When they go to even 1.5 carats, you know the price tags. We don't have them often, but you know what they go for. We got to do better. Better than 45. This is already too low. It's under cost. What else can I say? Well under, yes. Did they? Wonderful. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Jan, so much. I appreciate it. Good to hear from you. Can we help you out with this one, though? How about 44? How about 43? 42? 41? Let's go crazy. I think we already have. It's pretty clear. We've gone absolutely nuts. I'll make this $4,000 to start. It's a $10 increment only, and it's everything we can do to make a $15,000 yellow diamond ring a fraction of what it should be. A fraction. And before you say, I'm going to get a couple of this and a couple of that, before you know it, you spent 10 grand. Get a yellow diamond over anything else right now and prioritize rarity. Prioritize what we're not getting more of. Prioritize what the main mine is gone. The Argyle mine, which is where this came from, by the way, this stone is Argyle mine. That is done. Completely done. So you've got an opportunity to get one of those stones, which there is no going back on that mine. There hasn't been a new discovery of important fancy colors of diamonds in a long, long time, and everything that is producing colors of diamonds is rather low quality. You're not finding good colors or bright clarities, and you can't do anything to help that along if you want to stay with natural stones. So no open on this one. We'll get to our Tanzanites coming up. Hopefully that will strike a nerve. We do have some gorgeous Tanzanites on the way. We do have anything you'd like to request is certainly welcome. You can call us. We've got 2 Tanzanites, and then that's it. I've shown you the jewelry for the night, so we'd love your request too in our last 45 minutes of the show. But we don't have $4,000 yet, and that is a shame. But here's what I will do. I can't stay with this because we got a couple Tanzanites to look at, 7 carat, 2 carat. We have a couple people thinking about it. Tell you what, here's what I'll do. We'll just send it out right now. It's a 60-second deal. It goes right back up to $14,999 after the 60 seconds because obviously that's a really good price. That's a really fair, great value on a ring like that. It just is. Please, please shop them. Look around elsewhere. Make sure of a couple things, because you do want to make sure you're comparing apples to apples. You want to make sure that they are selling you real diamonds, number one, not faux, because yes, there are lab-grown stones that are in colors. I was looking at a catalog just yesterday, and it was beautiful pink diamonds, but then in the small print, it was lab-grown, not the same thing. So make sure you're looking at a couple of things, keeping in sync the fact that these are natural stones and also a natural color, meaning mined from the earth, but also mined in this color. This is not treated to get there. It's an actual genuine yellow diamond with that color without any help, without any treatment. And that is the holy grail of rarity. That is exactly the highest end quality you can get is right there. And you're looking at it right now. So that's going to be $4,000. You know what? Just blow it out. $39.99 first caller done. $39.99, I'll just sell it. We got no time to be dealing with the yellow diamond here with no open when it's that low. So we got 60 seconds with it at that price tag. I'll try it on for you. Notice how big this diamond in the center looks on its own right up here. I mean, up close, you see the differential between Yeah, and again, even I've got customers who are preaching what I'm preaching. Donna saying, she's preaching. She's going, please don't buy imitations. Don't buy lab grown. That's coming from a customer, not me. I will say the same thing. Truly, do not buy the unnatural, the faux, if you don't have to. The thing is this, most people are doing that because there's no affording the real deal. I think we really are making it, I mean, we're making a point here. We're obviously doing the real deal for a better price. So there should be no option. That's the thing. If it was gonna be, well, if it's $5 for the faux, then go with the faux. But if the faux is gonna cost you more money than what I'm doing here for the natural real deal, then I don't think there's a real reason. Is there an advantage? Is there an advantage? Well, no, there is no advantage to buying the faux if it's going to cost you more money, and it will. And you guys know because you shop everywhere. You know, you're watching every show, every hour of every day. You know what's going on. You're probably in the stores. You're probably getting the catalogs. You're probably doing all the due diligence that I do as well. And you know that what we preach is what's happening in this world. So again, truly, I mean, if you, and some of us, you know, have collected our yellow diamonds over the years, can't stop at just one, but you really do. I don't say you need 10, you don't need 5, you don't even need 3, but you do. I would say you got to get a good yellow diamond. You got to try it, see what it's all about, see if it doesn't absolutely mesmerize you in real life, and really see what it's all about, because the fact is it's going to cost you more for the faux out there, and then you're buying lesser quality that has no worth at the end of the day, or you're buying a treated stone that's enhanced all kinds of ways, and that has a diminished value as well. So it's much better to get the real deal. It's just most people, if they are, you know, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, how many people are affording the real deal? So that really is what's exciting about this one for $39.99. Okay, so we'll get to our Tanzanite deals. That's the yellow diamond, just incredible. And also the brilliant cut, not something you get everywhere else. You might find an oval, but it's not going to be a brilliant cut. That's why you get that never-ending sparkle that's just going from side to side all the way through. That is why. It's that brilliant cutting that really allows it to look like that. And it's, remember, a VS stone as well. Here it is on the hand for you. $39.99, we're verifying on that one. And remember, you do have a guarantee as well. So once you get it at home, that's when you decide. I'm not asking you to commit to a lifetime of wearing this. I'm asking you to get us, you know, let us send it to you. Let us send it to your doorstep. Let us send it to you in your size. Let us go, and I want to, you know what I want to encourage you to do? I want you to take it to a jeweler. Take it to a reputable jeweler. Please don't go to those jewelers that I had someone, a customer, she was shopping all the time. She took it to one of those not reputable places. She sent it to somebody online. She said, and she had a diamond ring appraised for $100. Well, that's not possible, right? You can't get a diamond ring appraised for $100. But again, they weren't reputable. It was just some random pop-up ad that came up on my Facebook account. I sent it. First of all, yikes. Don't send your jewelry to people you don't know, because they're going to swap out your stones. I'm just saying, it happens. I don't mean to create fear, but that happens. So please use reputable jewelers. Please don't leave your jewelry with other people that you don't know. Please, because stones can be swapped. I don't want you to do that. So just keep that in mind. Reputable jewelers. Take that ring to a reputable jeweler. Maybe it's Herb down the street. You've been shopping with him for 50 years, but then you found TVON. You don't need to tell him. Tell him that you got it from, you know, passed down. Tell him you got it from your grandmother. Tell him your husband gave it to you for an anniversary gift. But ask him this. Ask him what it's going to cost to replace it. You want him to make the identical ring. It's the only way, guys, to get a true, honest-to-goodness, not jealous assessment, right? Ask him what it's going to cost to replace it. That's always the key. Go to any reputable jeweler, hand your ring over. Don't give it to them for weeks at a time and say, please make me the same ring. First of all, most places are not going to be able to get you a carat 29 natural yellow diamond. They're not just a dime a dozen. They're not just available by the bushel. You don't scoop into a bucket and just get a bunch of yellow diamonds. So that's the first thing. Are they going to have access to the natural yellow diamonds? Well, hopefully they'll tell you the truth. And what's it going to cost? Make the exact ring. I want it in 14K. I want it with the same diamond weights. I want the same color, the same clarity, the same quality. I want it to be identical. That's the way you get a true assessment. It can be done with anything. Do it. Get a true assessment. Take it to a jeweler. Ask them what it's going to cost to make the identical piece again. It's the only way to get a true assessment. If you walk in there and say, here's the thing, I just bought this off a TV network and I bought it for $39.99, they're going to tell you it's worth $2. You know better, but that's the thing. They don't like that you spent, shopped somewhere else. That's okay. That happens. That's business, right? Here's the problem. You're not going to get an honest assessment until you say, I want you to make me the same ring. Obviously, most people are going to turn you away. They can't make that quality. So just a tip, always a good advisable tip. It's really a great way, as long as you're going to someone reputable who knows the difference between a yellow diamond and a heliodor, right? Like, they know the difference. They can, they've got some credibility through the GIA. Hopefully they're a gemologist. Hopefully they've got some experience working with rare and exotic stones, right? Because, we run into that too. Like, not everybody lives in a big city with gemologists. So, some people take it to a small town and, you got somebody telling you your Tanzanite's not a Tanzanite because they've never seen a color like that. Well, that happens all the time. So again, reputation, information, being credible is important. So that's just all I got to say about that. That's me on my soapbox a bit, but I just really want you to be able to know, for my jewelry or anybody else's, you want a true assessment, that can be one way you do it. Obviously, what I encourage you to do is also get appraisals, but appraisals are costly. Appraisals you need to, okay, let's just get into this. Yes. Hi, Marjorie. Marjorie in Tennessee. Hi, Marjorie. Thank you so much. Well, here we are with something that all of my little voices inside my head are probably saying, do not show this today. Please do not show this today. Just save it for tomorrow and hope for a better day. But you know what? I flashed it a couple times, and if I don't show it to you, there's going to be that one person that says, well, why didn't you show that? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and roll the big dice here with our most important 706, because this is a stunning museum reserve, but it's cut differently than what you're used to seeing, yes, even with rounds. And we all know rounds are rare cut. We all know that. We love that. We default to the rounds. Rounds are wasteful. Rounds are really cool. But you have this stone, which needs polishing, and it's going to be 1128,432. I'm going to try it on, and we're going to show you two. I've got the 7 carat, but I also have a 2 carat 34. So let me show you right now. Stay right there, Tony. I'm just going to try them on together so everybody knows the difference. There's the 7 carat. Here's the round. That's the 2 carat coming up. So we're going to have these back to back. Why? Because I want you to have two options, because maybe this works better, maybe that works better. You get your choice of 7 carats 06. Then we've got the 234. The colors are stunning. The red flashes are there. But right now I need to just totally wow you. And here's how we do it. 706 is the size of the stone. It's got 111 in the diamond. Classic halo. It's actually a double halo, but it's actually going to be the smaller and then the larger. So boom, boom, smaller and larger and lovely. Lots of brilliant cutting though. It's that Portuguese, but it's modified. So it's actually giving the big size with the big, almost like if you look at a Portuguese, it's almost like it has a floral pattern to it, but it's magnified. They do more of that. So they do more of the cutting that we love to give it even more magnificence and brilliance to it. Also, you're getting the double halo, the white gold, the yellow gold's fine, rose gold is fine too. Let's give you your choice there. And we're going to be sending it on out. Here's how we do it. 0 to start, $100 increments. Yep, easy enough. Or should we, well, we only have 35 minutes. I guess we have to do $500 increments, I suppose. Let's do it. $500 increments. Power bids are welcome, because otherwise we're going to be here till Saturday morning, and I want to get this done with so we can show you the smaller, because we have the 234 as well, but it is a no reserve, and I'm just going to go, that's part of it. I got to go camp out by the light, so I'm just going to let you guys do what you want. 0 to start with no reserve on a huge Tanzanite. I think we know, and I don't want to scare anybody with this price tag, but it's got a $12,999 price tag to it. So there's that. But we're going 0, and we don't have an open. So that might mean everybody's waiting on the 2 carat 34, and I'm cool with that. So we can do that right now. 8235. Coming up is the 2 carat 34. Now this one's going to amp it up, because it's got baguettes and rounds and red. Wait a minute, isn't the 7 carat supposed to get more red? This one has more red, and it's the only other one that is cut that way. So we're bringing 2 that have this gorgeous cut, this modified Portuguese cut, so you get more of what we love, the dance, the brilliance, that beautiful pattern of a Portuguese cut, but modified to give you extra. So this is 8235. It's our 234 with 65 points in diamonds. We're skipping the other one. We didn't have an open, so that's okay. I think a lot of us are waiting for this one, and it's still Museum Reserve, and it's the only two. What's up? What? Okay, should we just sell it to them? Guys, what are we doing? So we've got this one with an open of $1,000. All right, I like it. We got $1,000. Or you had 5 and you had 1,000. All right, so we had 2 bidders that said, wait a minute, hold on. We're back to the 706, 15. Thank you, 15. And 1 bidder, 2 bidders are out. Well, we're down to 1 bidder. This is going to be problematic because I got the 2 carat coming up, which is about $6,000. Oh no, I don't know if I'm going to get $6,000 on the big one. What does that mean for the next one? I'll worry about that later. I'm worried about the light. That's what we got to do. So here we are, guys. Final. Well, we have 1,500. So the giveaways continue. What a night for value. If you haven't told a jewelry lover in your life about TVON on Wednesday nights, please have. And I know people don't get us all the time. I know. TVON.com, YouTube, Facebook. There is a way to watch. Even if you're not sitting down in front of your Spectrum. Well, Spectrum never works. DirecTV, Dish, whatever. Join us online. Yeah. 25 has been bid. Guys, let's go what we know. I've had these stones for 6.5 years here, every day, every show I've done. I have done literally hundreds and thousands of shows in the last 6.5 years that we've had Tanzanite of this caliber. We kind of know what they go for. Isn't that the beauty of what I'm doing here? There's no reserve. We're at 3, by the way. We just got 3,000. We have $500 increments. We have 3,000. 2 bidders are going back and forth right now. It's like watching a great match of tennis here. They're volleying back and forth here in the foam. We're at 3. Looks like we may have 35. Yes, we do have 35. We have $3,500 and a couple other bidders about out. Okay. We have $3,500. There is a set, there's a knowledge. There's a little bit of past precedence here. And people always say if the past is prologue. We know a little bit about what to expect with these stones, but we know that with an extra, and I realize we're kind of upgrading. So if you're looking and thinking back to prices you saw a year ago or 6 months ago or even 5 years ago, you're probably going, yeah, well, but this is a higher level. This is now Museum Reserve, the material that never was actually supposed to be up for grabs on the air. It was never supposed to be for sale. And now here it is. And we're at $3,500, and it looks like we do have 1 bidder left. We do. So I'm going to give it a final 2-minute clock, and then we're selling it. And it's now or never time. And yes, the 234 is still coming up, but we're going to give this a last call first because obviously this one's got to go, and it's not too late to jump in because a lot of our winners of auctions, they actually come in the last few moments. So our final 2 minutes is now. I'm going to try this on the hand for you as well so you can see what that's all about every single time. Every time. We've got our final 2 minutes left. And you know, the light's better off for Tanzanites because you know why? We always talk about they look better in real life. Why is that? Because your real life, probably not hanging out in a TV studio every single day. So your color is going to be better than what you see here on camera. Yes. The inside. Take a look at this. Oh, yeah. So the full basket is going to come basically down to this point. This kind of inner plateau that's going to set it up. And you see how it's going to elevate it up off the hand a bit. There's your double halo. It's only elevating it just to accommodate for the culet that you see there through the basket work, right? And then lifts it up, give it a lot of light because diamonds like light, but so does Tanzanite when it's cutting around like that is. So we have our final minute remaining. Last call on this auction. Then we've got the 2 carat. Yikes, that's supposed to be $6,000. What am I going to do? I don't know. But we've got the 2 carat 34 coming up next as promised. And then our last call here on the show. We've got 30 minutes left remaining, and I would love requests because I've shown you everything I have. So we would love to get some requests in as well. 45 seconds remaining on this one. Yes, it's in the darkness, but that's going to be a little bit, I think, a little better to show you really the true colors and reds and just how brilliant and lively that stone is. 35. Going once, we're looking for $4,000 only. We've got 30 seconds remaining here to get you in if you'd like to participate. What a beautiful stone. and the Ultimate Museum Reserve, because this cut is a specialty cut. It's not just because it's a round, not just because it's the Portuguese. It has all that extra faceting, of which we're also going to see in the follow-up, the 234, which I know a lot of people, and you know what, if this is a little bit out of the realm, if this is a little bit out of the price point, don't worry, we're going to have the 234. Do we have $4,000? We've got $4,000. Let's go back to our other bidder here, see if they want to go 45. 4,000 is the bid. Do we want to go 45? It's two bidders now back in, going back and forth here. They're back. Oh, they were in earlier. Wonderful. They came back. So we have $4,000. Do we have 45? You've got it. $4,500 we have. Who's that? Okay, so Mary's in the, she's on the line at 45. Okay, Mary, your competition, they may be out here. We're going to check and see, and I know we've got a new bidder. I don't know if they're in on this one or if they're getting ready for the 2 carat. But this is now still 45 is still less than I'm supposed to get for the 234 that is coming up. So obviously stay with me, because I'm going to have to modify that 234 as well. I'm going to have to figure something else out on the 2 carat 34. Same cutting. Do we have 5,000? 45 going once. 45 twice. Once, twice, 3 times. That is sold. Congratulations. All right, as promised, here it comes. Thank you so much. Well done. Mary, enjoy it. You will love it. It's going to North. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Does she just need to see it again? Did you say Dawn? Donna. Okay. Donna, we have the heart-shaped necklace. This is the one that a few of you have been picking up since we saw it. Debut. Let me just show it real quick here. It's 112-8505. Something good going on tonight? All right, there it is. There's the heart-shaped necklace. Look at that. All that satin finishing. So this is kind of like a continuation of a collection we started debuting last week. A band ring, hoop earrings, a medallion-style necklace. Now we have the pendant and chain that you're getting as well. And that's going to be a quick recap with our 80 points in the diamonds. The heart shape, the diamonds that are in the chain, 2 of those, the lobster claw, the 16, the 17, the 18-inch in length, and you get to decide. It's only the yellow gold. It's going to be all finished on the inside. It does have a 1-inch style top to bottom. Let me show it on the neckline for you here, Donna, so you can see it that way. That's what it looks like from a distance if you're wearing it at a higher length, and then of course you've got all that flexibility to wear it here as well. So 16, 17, 18 inches. In that chain with those diamonds. Fabulous look. $1,499 is your price tag. Remember, this does come with a chain. I would not show it if it didn't. Okay, so I show it because it comes with it, so you know what to expect, know what you're getting. You don't have to run around town. As a matter of fact, you're getting a high-end chain because it's got those 2 bezel set diamonds. I'm going to try to line it so it's right there in the middle, and there you have your 2 diamonds that are going to surround your pendant as well. And then of course you can take off and wear with other things as well. Is that helpful for her? All right, Tim, I think you've got Dawn on the line. I hope she loves it. If not, any other questions, let me know. We'll go back to our smaller Tanzanite next, which is the 2 carat 34. And the same kind of cutting and modified Portuguese we saw in the last, which just sold for $4,500. Now we've got 1128235, which was actually slated to go at $59.99. So it leaves me with some work to do. And what this does, same kind of double halo concept, but it's got the baguettes first. The first halo is not just round brilliance, it's baguettes and rounds alternating, and then the rounds go around that, and then the diamonds continue down the sides, and it's going to be that same fabulous cutting. I was saying, I think you're getting, and I don't think I'm saying anything that you guys didn't see up close in comparison, is that it feels like you're getting even a little more red here than even the 7 carat. And that's not supposed to happen that way. It's not real typical for that to happen that way. So I'm stuck, guys. I got $59.99, and we just saw a 7 carat sell in auction for $4,500. So in what environment does that make sense? How am I going to sell this at $59.99? It's not logical. Not much I do here is. We do a lot of great values to make everything really affordable. So I guess it's back to the auction block we go. This time to save us a little bit of time here. We're going to make this pretty simple here. I just got to say, I was thinking about the per carat, the $4,500 piece, what that value was all about. If we just, I'm going to do a little calculation here. So if you want to go back to the wheel, we can help everybody take a look here. But interestingly enough, that last piece ended up selling, if we just ignore the diamonds, that last piece ended up selling for exactly $637 a carat, incredible value, $637.39, okay? So it's just $59.99. Yeah, I gotta do better. I gotta do better. Let's go. We're gonna make this really interesting. If I was just to apply that price tag, $234, yeah, I'll tell you what, it's got a lot of diamond weight, 65 points. We really up the ante with the baguettes and the rounds. I love that last value. Let's do even something crazy here. We'll just do this. I was gonna do 25, but you know, I think we may need to go a little lower. Our Wednesday audience with 23 minutes left, how about we go $2,000 to get it started? Let's go. 60 seconds to get this one going. 60 seconds, $2,000 to open. As far as increments, $10. $10, yes. So let's take a look here. This one has the same kind of concept as far as how it's made from the inside. It's essentially the basket coming to a point where this is your undergallery. Listen, there's not a lot of surface area here. It's a solitaire with a double halo. So it's not like we need to do zigzags and, you know, different kinds of honeycombs and things like that on the inside. There's not the room for that. So this is what acts as your undergallery. It's a perch. It sets up that pedestal kind of act. So you're moving everything up a little bit. Obviously, you're accommodating for the culet of the stone. You're setting it up so it can get some light to it. I do think I may have the open here, but you know what? It's only one bidder so far, and I think a lot of us, a lot of us might be waiting for the 2 carat to come around. So in an effort to get a lot of people on the phone lines, what if we go even lower than $2,000? When I do believe we may have the $2,000 open, but we're trying to get a lot of activity in and trying to get a lot of people the opportunity to own such an important stone. So what if we say back at $2,000, what if we go $1,900? Still keeping the increments tiny at $10. And we've got about 22 minutes left in our show. That's it. If you have any requests or anything you want to see again, please let me know what those ideas might be so we have time to do it. But this is at 19. Better yet, tell you what, we got a couple people talking about it. How about this? $1,800. 18. Really upgraded mounting you got here. Huge upgrade to the mounting with the baguettes. That's a big deal. Not everyone realizes that, but to get baguettes is it's a big level up. When you take the regular diamonds we love to see, which are the round brilliants, which we adore, and the VS is the quality no matter what. But when you step up out of the round brilliants into the baguettes, it gets you a higher level. So here we are at 18. Take a look at it, and I'll go ahead and get that light fired back up. And we are going to look for $1,800 with $10 increments from there. So we'll see how it goes. But that's your live auction opportunity to once again get everybody the chance to own even the best museum reserves, incredibly affordable here. Do you have the open over there, Andy? On this one, I think, nope, okay. All right, they like 2,000, but they don't like 18. I'll tell you, I get bit every time. I try that. I think I got it. You guys love higher prices, right? Wait a minute. Let me take a poll. Let me ask everybody. Do we like higher or lower prices? I got to take a poll. There are so many people that tell me every day, girl, you price your stuff too low. Now, those are people that are in retail. Let's be fair. I don't have you guys usually. You guys are usually not saying that. But I have some folks out there, you know, I work with a lot of people. I've been in the business a long time. So at this point, you work with people in the retail, the wholesale, I mean, you know, the swap meet folks in Pacoima, like everywhere. Like I'm in every part of the jewelry business at this point, right? So, but you guys are important. You guys are the TVON family. You guys are the ones that are getting the value. But there's a lot of people out there going, please. Some of these people at the other networks, you know, they're like always emailing me. You know, they love watching the show. Because they're like, can't believe it. They can't stand it, what we're doing on prices. And those are some folks that are selling the lab-grown stuff. And they're like, why do you keep doing that? You're selling your jewelry, and it's the really good stuff, and you're selling it for less than we sold the lab. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Sorry, we can't be beat. We can't be beat. We just can't. But the thing is this. For everybody who says, you know what, I'm more comfortable spending higher prices, well, we got to get over it. We just got to get over it. Because there are for every 2 or 3 people that say that are more comfortable feeling like they're getting more if they're spending more, there's hundreds of people like yourselves probably and like me where I'm going, I want that quality, but I want a lot of jewelry. So I want to spend less to get that quality. I am not going to forgo quality, but I want to spend less. So maybe your goal is to have more jewelry, right? Maybe your goal is to try more things. Maybe your goal is to just save more because that's more money you can put towards the other stuff that we got to pay for as, responsible human beings. That's the beauty. It doesn't mean leave the jewelry as that maybe one day you own the fine jewelry, you enjoy the fine jewelry, you give the fine jewelry, but you're saving a lot of money doing it. And I'm a believer in that. It's all I've ever done. I have spent 25 years, which is pretty much my whole adult life, selling nothing but fine jewelry at really great values. But then I'm here in 2025 when we're seeing things that, let's admit, we've never seen the world do. You guys know, because whatever business you're in, we're all feeling it, right? We all understand what's going on, and it's weird. There's weird things going on, different times that we're in. And I got to tell you, it's what makes these values even more striking. It really does, because it's not supposed to be this way. And so I'm going to see if we have the open. I don't think we do. But do we? Hold on. Let me see. Jason, you had a call, but they're off the lines. No? Nobody on this one? I'm sorry. I was talking, and I thought maybe you answered the phone, but you were on something else. All right. So we'll hang out. We'll wait. Give it a moment, maybe 60 seconds to get that open. See what we can do. But yeah, I hope I'm preaching to people out there that believe that it is helpful to be able to own great quality, even if the price is lower. I think it's a good thing. Nobody's going to change my mind on that at this point. I believe there's a lot of us that really still want and believe that if you know where to shop and you're a good shopper and you know what to do and where to go, you're savvy and you know. If you can get quality like that for a value like that, when $1,800, I get it. I'm out there too. I know. It's buying you sterling silver in most places right now. I know it is. I know it. It's getting you sterling silver, not gold. Not museum reserve, only here, TVON exclusive blue wings. Hey, Tim, are you on something else? You're on something else as well? Oh, the necklace? Very nice. Oh, that's wonderful. Do we have the open at 18? Oh, we do. Okay, so who's at 18? What a beautiful name. How do you spell it? That is beautiful. I don't think I've heard that name before. Her name is Evelina. It's beautiful. Has she ever shopped here before? Wonderful. All right, I'm leaving the light off on this one. I'm not going to run back and forth, not because I'm tired of running around in heels, but because it's better. Honestly, that's a more true to life look at it. Right there. That is good. And the diamonds may be a little more dull, but at least you're seeing the true beauty of that Tanzanite. 1,800. We have the open, nothing more. $10 increments, that's it. Well, it's been a night of really incredible buys and values and discounts and jewelry utopia. Here, I'll do both. Let's give it some light. It's only going to last for a few seconds anyway, so look quick. If you want to see it with light, there it is. Without light, give it a couple seconds. But that is fantastic. And we are in last call because apparently it's a one and done. Well, at least, hey, we got 2 bidders on the last one. We got 2 bidders on the last auction. We got a couple people in. That was a lot of fun. That was the 7 carat. It's gone. Now we've got the 234. Beautiful round. There is a premium on rounds, or at least there should be. Not so much now with this auction. We've got the great value on those diamonds. Obviously, 65 points in diamonds there as well. Let's give it a last call. It's 2 minutes and it sells. Bye-bye. $10. $10 increments only. $10 only. How fantastic is that? One minute, 40 seconds remaining. Last call. We've got lines available. Andy, you're on something else? All right. So we've got a last call here now. Uh-oh. And I just got a note about the 7 carat. What is going on? The 7 carat? Wait a minute. Who was our $4,000 bidder? Okay, so we'll find out. We'll address that in 1 minute. We got 1:15 to wrap this thing up. But it looks like we might be bringing the 7 carat back out because that's now available. Okay, so that's okay. It's a live show. This happens sometimes. It happens. So we've got a final minute remaining. I'm going to try this on one more time for you. Here it is, the 2 carat 34. Boy, that is a great looking stone, is it not? That is one serious Tanzanite. And yet, you're giving it a little bit of an angle. The way that that's built around that outer halo has little kind of like corners, if you will. So instead of just being circular like that, so been there, done that. We've all seen those halos, and this is what steps it up. Not just the baguettes that are happening on the interior, but also the way that this is going to give you such an amazing look around it, just to create a little bit more of that designer geometric look around that outer halo that's so important. 27 seconds remaining and $1,800. $10 is the increment. Last call, you got 20 seconds to jump in. And hi to Alyssa, who's watching by accident. It's a friend of mine from high school. And she sometimes, oh yeah, seriously, I kid you not. And we played ball together in high school, and she's a high school friend, and she sometimes opens up YouTube for some other purpose, and suddenly my face pops up. True story. Alyssa, we won't even talk about what the Braves did to my Mets today. We won't even talk about it. We won't even talk about it. We won't talk about it, but yeah, I know you know. All right, so 1,800. You're on something else? Jason, are you on this one? 1,810 is what we're looking for. Do we have 1,810? And Andy, you're not on this one, correct? Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so we're just, I got to figure out. You're on a heart shape. You're on something else. Okay, so 1,810, got it? Sold. Congratulations. Well, here's just a quick little update. Sometimes this happens. These auctions are live. This is a live show. Look at that. Now, I know this may look familiar. We auctioned off a few minutes ago. It's item number 1128432. This is the 7 carat 06 in the round, that specialty cut with the double halo. I'm going to zoom back a little bit because our $4,500 bidder did not honor their $4,500 bid. So it had sold. You heard it. You saw it here live. Sold at $4,500. I don't know where our $4,000 bidder is, and quite frankly, all of our operators are on the phone lines because it's the end of the show, and we're probably taking a lot of orders from the previous 3 hours. So here's what I can do. It's the only fair thing, I think, is since the $4,500 bidder is out, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and honor the legitimate bid. Now, I don't have any way of knowing who the $4,000 bidder is or was, and I don't know if they're still watching or with us. So here's what I will do. Since we are with about 11 minutes left in the show, here's what I will offer. I will just say easy peasy. We'll just send it out. First caller, 45, it's not going to be. I will honor the last legitimate bid that we had, which was actually 4, but instead of running the auction again, I will just send it out. It's going to be a first caller situation. Hopefully our $4,000 bidder is still out there, but I'm going to make this available for $39.99 to the first caller that jumps in and says yes. Okay, so $39 just because I wanted to go to somebody. And the thought of having wasted all that precious time, I just want to make sure it does go out, and hopefully that'll be to our $4,000 bidder. If not, or if you thought about it or what have you, this is the time right now to take advantage of it right now. This is amazing. So yes, you've got a really cool way to get that stone, and thank you to everybody who's participated in the auctions here in the last couple of minutes. It's been a joy to be able to offer pieces this affordably. That is always the case, right? Always exciting to be able to do that. Also, should we recap the blue zircon we had? The pink diamond. Okay, the pink diamond bypass, the fact that's still even here, kind of amazing. So we'll do that very quickly. We've got a last call on this one. I better fire up that light again for our pink diamond so that we can yeah, maybe we should probably profit on something to change that light out at some point, right? maybe, but not tonight, not tonight. No, tonight's gonna be about discounts. all for the rest of what? We've got 9.5 minutes or so. So this one's $39.99. If you'd like to go ahead and scoop that up, you may. It's the same 706 with the same carat 11, and now it's even less than what it sold for. Here's the recap on our most, I mean, really, when it comes to important, it does not. Nothing's going to beat this one. This is truly rare. It's pinky, more really lavender. I mean, they've really got enough saturation. You can rightfully call them lavender diamonds. It's 112-8527. That is our bypass style with 2 radiant cuts. And it's going to be 18 karat solid rose and white. It's one only in this ring. It is unlike anything we've had. We're lucky enough when we see one larger size pink diamond these days. Now it's 2. Quarter carats almost for each center stone, and this is it. So stunning, right? It's a really beautiful look, and the fact it is so wearable, because I mean, really, a bypass style, elongating on the hand, anybody can really enjoy it and wear it. And I was suggesting maybe middle or index finger, so you're adding to maybe the rings you already wear and love. Yes. Did you say Cindy? And she's brand new with us. Oh my goodness. So let's say hi. We got a couple highs to say, first of all, because we've got a brand new register, brand new shopper. Hi, Cindy in North Carolina. Thank you so much. Well, congratulations, number one. And thank you so much for making your first purchase today. That is so fabulous. I hope you enjoy it. I'd love to hear from you when you do get it at home in the next couple of days. It'll be right out to you, and I'd love to hear what you think of that piece in person as well. So welcome to you, Cindy. And also hi to Sydney. I had a Cindy who's brand new, and then we've got Sydney who's brand new as well. So Sydney and Alyssa. So hi guys, thanks for watching. Take a look at this, and thank you for the kind words. Here we go. 49 points on the centers, 15 points in the halos, 69 points in the white diamonds. And yes, this ring is under, well, we had it for $13,000. It's should be. We're doing a lot better than that right here and now. This one's actually going to be only $69.99. So I still want to give that a little extra look here. Just a really special extra final look, because you know we're not going to see things over and over and over again in these shows. It's going to be like, take it while you can, take it while it's here, and we will help you out. So $69.99 when those are each almost quarter carats on each side there, because again, it's about the center stones that you're getting that are so amazing, plus the 15 points, that's the halos. So overall, you've got that diamond weight there, really nice. I mean, big, big pinks. And then you've got, of course, the white diamonds at 69 points. So all of that happening for one caller. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And then what else can we recap before we go? We have 7 minutes to go. We see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. So again, 5 to 8. Pacific time. That would be 8 to 11 Eastern time. So we hope that we will see you all for more of the brand new jewelry and hopefully the values you love. I do not think that I'm going to I'm not going to raise prices tomorrow either. No, I can't do it. No, and I'm still waiting. Everybody contribute to that poll that I'm running. Would you be more comfortable with higher prices? Would you be, or do you like us doing the TVON way and the major values despite the high quality? I would like to keep it that way, but I might be in the minority, who knows? But here we are with that ring, and I want to show you the finishing, because obviously we value finishing very much so. We want the finishing to be beautiful, and we want it to be complete, and we want it to be really adequate and deserving and really very representative of the quality on the outside, right? Because why even set high-end, really fantastic, important diamonds like this if you're not setting them the right way? So it really is the most beautiful way to do it, and just get something very important. And that's what this is. This is just, you know, it's more than just a beautiful ring. It's about getting quality and importance and really just something unique and special. So $69.99. I mean, here we have. We've been doing jewelry for a long time, all these years. Never had anything like that. Never had two big pinks together the way that is set. So it really does set you apart. It does really make a collection. Obviously, we love our yellow diamond, but then we're seeing another step up here with the incredible importance of pink, because if you are, they're definitely tiered. There are different qualities and different colors that are more rare than others, and yellows, for as rare as they are, the natural pinks, especially saturated like this, are even more so. They are more rare. So that's very exciting as well. We have a, let's see, there's a mandarin. There's a real, oh, we got a little sapphire blowout. So we'll do that. I've got two great sapphires. Let me just show the blue here, because the blue is amazing. And we've got a very important sapphire. So if that one to consider, but you haven't seen this yet in the show, and this really does look like a cashmere. So this is important, isn't it? And that is really that bright, amazing kind of royal rich. I mean, you know, the cashmeres are very, very scarce, but we get some Ceylons that do this every now and again. 112-7100. That's it. We got a really kind of just like a fresh take on the end of the show here with a couple minutes left to go. A really special look at a fabulous blue. And to our baseball player Benji out there, Benji, how'd you do tonight? Did you win? And I need to know, how did you do tonight? So good to have Benji with us. We got all these new viewers. We got great new viewers here joining in. Welcome to the TVON family. We're awfully glad to have you all with us. So again, the sport of shopping is what we specialize in, and take a look at this. Carat 32 royal blue sapphire, stunning, and it's going to be 37 points in the diamonds. Kind of a floral take, but then you've got the diamonds down the sides here, and then, oh, I love this, the way it's pronounced, the way it's set up. It's almost like layers of florals because you see the interlocking petals you have of pave. You want a quick blowout on a major sapphire? It's platinum. It's right now. It's 132 in the size, and that will be $49.99. Formerly, we're going a lot lower right now. If there's any questions you have on anything else you've seen tonight, let me know. We had some really spectacular, oh, the yellow diamond earrings. What about those Diaspore earrings, the Ashers? What about the copper-bearing rubilite that we had earlier tonight as well? Wowza. There have been some amazing pieces, no doubt, and this one's going to be better than 49, 39, 29. Gotta go. End of the show is here. We have 3 minutes. It's not even $1,999. A real blowout here for our finale. It's a finale. We start, we finish, we have every value in between. It really is true, and we are making no exception here to the values tonight. This is better than even $19, $18, $17.99. I'm making it $17.77. That's it, $17.77, and who's going to get it? That's what we're about to find out, because you do not get Ceylon Royal Blues like that. That gorgeous color, a September birthstone, a really good color for everybody to wear, because also denim friendly. Take a look at this on the hand here, and you can still, even from a distance away, look how it's glowing. Look how it's sparkling. It doesn't get too dull. It doesn't get too dark. It's not that overwhelming. You know what happens, navy, and so many times. How many times you get back from the store? You go out to buy a quick pair, you want navy pants. You go out, you buy the navy pants, you get home, they're black. Or vice versa. You buy the black pants, you need them, and then you go home, they're navy. You know, sometimes there's so little differential, and that's what blue sapphires typically do. So many times they're just too dark, and then you can't tell. And this is never going to happen with that stone. That is truly, out of all the great sapphires, and we got some pricey ones, that is really one of our very best right there. So $17.77, that is fantastic. And that is going to be, okay, that's really a good one there. That is a fantastic piece. So 145 left in our show. I want to remind you of a couple other pieces we have available, and besides the pink diamond. Obviously the pink diamond bypass, but there's a couple other ones to consider. Like, for example, we did have this incredible copper-bearing rubilite. This is the rubilite. Here you go with the rubilite. Let me move that aside. Here's the rubilite square cushion. It really is, it's more purple on camera, I have found. I think that there's a little more red in person to it. That was $39.99. It was item number 8568. So that is something special for you. We also have this zircon. Well, look at that. There's the zircon. That zircon was down to $18.88 for the blue zircon. And then of course we have the pink diamond piece for $69.99. And also, let's not forget about the incredible sapphire right there, the blue sapphire. I mean, really, everything up here, well, $69.99 or less, but we got $39.99 on the copper-bearing rubilite in the middle. You've got the zircon on the side. That's the right side. That's the blue. $18.88. The sapphire is only, I still can't get over it, $17.77 on that blue sapphire. Let us know if you have any questions about any one of those four or anything else you saw. I know those heart-shaped necklaces from earlier are continuing to be popular. Those great burnished diamonds and the satin finishing. And hey, don't forget, we're back to do it again tomorrow night. We hope you can join us for that at 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We hope to see you all right back here for 3 hours of live jewelry, live shopping, some fun. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Who knows? But I can guarantee you there are going to be values. That I can guarantee. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you so much for watching and shopping tonight. And welcome to all of our new registers as well. Good to have you with us. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow at 5. And from all of us here at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.